Here's Joe Weil.
The Red Sox close out their series against the Baltimore Orioles. And with Marcelo Meyer's debut now in the rearview mirror, the rookie and the Red Sox look to earn a series win today against the Orioles at Fenway Park. From the Joe Castiglione radio booth at Fenway, I'm Joe Weil. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks, they have the call today here from Fenway. First pitch is set for 1:35, and first pitch is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. Boston split their doubleheader yesterday, winning and losing a game by 1 run. And perhaps it was fitting that that was the case, because yesterday was a day of mixed emotions. You had the Rafael Devers walk-off single in Game 1, and then the team's 13th one-run loss of the year in Game 2 to put them back at 500 for the 13th time this season. So they come into today 27-27 overall. The Orioles 17-34. But of course, yesterday was much more than the highs and lows of the day just on the field. We had also the debut of Marcelo Meyer, one of the top prospects in the Red Sox system. He made his debut in Game 2 yesterday. And of course, the low of Alex Bregman's now long-term quad injury. And we'll start with the good, and that being the long-awaited debut of Marcelo Meyer as we recap things yesterday. The 4th overall pick from 2021. He did go 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, but yesterday was such a huge day for Red Sox fans everywhere. We had all been watching this nearly 4-year journey for Marcelo Meyer to make his way to the big leagues after getting drafted by the organization. And the fans responded with a huge standing ovation before his first at-bat. And after the game, Marcelo Meyer talked about what a rush of a feeling that was.
It was awesome. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. I actually just got done texting my friends and parents about that moment, so it's definitely something I remember for the rest of my life.
When you say, is it kind of like, like buzzing, is there a physical sensation that's happening to you as you're going up to the plate there?
I think you just feel like a rush throughout your whole body, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to take it in because you have to do a job. So I try to as much as possible.
You have to take a step and sort of get yourself back under control going in? Like stepping up to the plate, when you're hearing that, do you have to take a beat to just get back to who you are?
Not really. I think just with the moment that it was already, I feel like I was pretty dialed in. So it's not really something I had to kind of step out and think about it.
And Marcelo Meyer, he's back in the lineup today, batting 6th, playing 3rd. We'll get you the full starting lineup in a little bit here for the Sox, but hopefully we get to see that first big league hit this afternoon. And he got some help on his first defensive play yesterday from Nick Sogard at first. So Meyer was playing 3rd, got a ground ball, threw it across the diamond to Sogard, who picked it cleanly. And they shared a smile after the play. These two guys had played together in Worcester earlier this year. And I asked Nick Sogard today to share his perspective, not only on that play, but about Marcelo Meyer, the person. And here's what he had to say.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I was talking with Ramon Vasquez after and kind of joking with him like that was a must-have pick. No, but first of all, it wasn't that bad of a throw. Definitely jitters for Marcelo, but the next one was perfect. So, no, I'm glad I got it, and yeah, it's good.
You helped him out big time. And the final thing for you, you had a chance to play a little bit with him in AAA. What did you see in that time? Everybody talks about what a special player he is. What did you see that you thought made him special?
To me, I just consider him a pretty good friend. I mean, it was the first time that I've played with him, but I found myself just, gravitating towards him and Roman and, Vaughn and Nate Eaton and Trace. It was a really good group down there, and I think we kind of would spend a lot of time together, after the games, just hanging out, talking baseball, whatever. So I think, you can say infinite things about the player and the maturity for a 22-year-old or a 23-year-old. I'm not sure how young or old he is, but
22's right.
22,
yeah,
okay, yeah. But yeah, it's a good kid to hang around with. I enjoying being with him, and it's fun to play with him.
Yeah, Marcelo Meyer, certainly a very poised 22-year-old, especially when you just hear him talk both before and after games. But as you can hear from Nick Sogard, beloved by his teammates already. The only problem is the reason we got to see Marcelo Meyer make his major league debut yesterday is because Alex Bregman hit the injured list. He told the media that he's out with a significant right quad strain, similar to the one he had in 2021 when he missed 58 games. So the team is now going to be without Bregman for a long period of time, and that's no small thing, obviously, because he's the 4th most valuable player in the American League per Fangraphs wins above replacement. You also missed that leadership element on the field too. So the Sox are now going to be without their 3 and 4 hitters from opening day for a long period of time because, of course, Tristan Casas had that season-ending knee injury as well. So we'll see how the Sox rebound here in the final game of this 4-game set, looking for the series victory against their AL East foe in the Baltimore Orioles. And let's get you a quick recap of Game 2 from last night. Lucas Giolito, he tossed 7 really good innings, shutout baseball in front of the home faithful, but the game was scoreless going into the 8th inning. Brennan Bernardino, who's pitching for the 11th time in 19 days, put 2 on and 2 out for Ryan O'Hearn. And here was the play of Game 2, brought to you by Nissan. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. Kickstart your summer with Nissan. These offers are going fast at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
I think slider down and in gets him.
2-2 is looped into right field. That's a base hit. A change up, he doubled up, and the Orioles are going to take the lead. Abreu's throw comes home, and it is not nearly in time, and the Orioles lead it 1-0.
So that put Baltimore ahead 1-0, but arguably the biggest killer was in the 9th inning. With 2 outs, Luis Guerrero, he issued 4 balls to Jorge Mateo, who had a sub-550 OPS going into that at-bat, and then Dylan Carlson proceeded to smack an RBI double to make it 2-0. Sox got 1 back in the bottom of the 9th on a solo shot from Abraham Toro, but they ultimately lose Game 2 by a score of 2-1. Time now to get you today's starting lineups, brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. We'll quickly give you the 9 for Baltimore. It's Jackson Holliday leading things off at second, Adley Rutschman, the catcher. Gunnar Henderson, he bats 30 as a shortstop. Ryan O'Hearn cleans things up, he's the DH. Ramon Arias bats 5th, he's at third. Emmanuel Rivera bats 6th, he's at first. 79 looking like this for the O's. Cedric Mullins in center, Dylan Carlson in right, and then Jorge Mateo, he rounds out the 9. He is the left fielder. The 9 for the Sox, Jaron Durant, he leads things off, and he plays in left field. Hopefully we see Game 1 version of Durant from yesterday. He had a leadoff home run in that game. Rafael Devers bats second. He is the DH. In the 3 spot, Wilyer Abreu, he's out in right. Carlos Narvaez, he cleans things up again. He's got a 6-game hitting streak coming into this one, and he is the catcher. Christian Campbell had 2 hits in Game 2 yesterday. That was an encouraging sign, and he plays second base here in the series finale. Marcelo Meyer back in the starting lineup. He is the 3rd baseman. And then 7-8-9 looking like this. Abraham Toro at first. David Hamilton, the shortstop. Cedon Rafaela in center field. And today's pitching matchup is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Walker Buehler takes the hill for the Sox for the first time since he was ejected by home plate umpire Mike Estabrook against the Mets after lasting just 2 1/3 innings. We'll talk to Will Fleming about that game in a moment. But, you know, Buehler, I will say, did look pretty good from a velocity standpoint in his first start back from the IL with that right shoulder inflammation. He had the velo up. He had 7 swing and misses on 20 swings. He also threw a slider more than he did through his first 6 starts. Threw it about 24% of the time compared to his season average of 3. And the cutter hasn't been that effective. Batters are hitting .370 against that pitch. So he made an adjustment by throwing a pitch that characterizes more as a slider than a cutter. And here's Buehler talking about that after his last start.
Yeah, it's something we've been messing around with, trying to make the cutter a little bit bigger to right. And sometimes there's a little bit of fear of tinkering too much and losing potentially probably my best pitch, which is my cutter now. And so you don't want to mess with it too much, and so we kind of changed it more to make it a little bit more distinct, and I think we're pretty pleased with how it's coming out.
So this is a grip thing, more so how you letting it out?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of both. Obviously, the grip kind of dictates a lot, but you know, we have to throw certain pitches certain ways, and kind of leaning a little bit closer to a slider than a cutter a little bit as well.
All right, so Walker Buehler, 4-1, 4.00 ERA on the season in 7 starts. Dean Kramer, who's going for the Orioles, 3-5, 5.50 ERA, but in his career against the Red Sox, 2-4, 5.64 ERA. So they've hit him pretty well. Hopefully that'll be the case here today at Fenway. You can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. A little love goes a long way in the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll hear Alex Cora's pregame chat with Will Fleming. That's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Hurry in to get employee pricing on the full lineup of vehicles. Ford, from America, for America. Good news, Will Fleming joins us next in our pregame coverage as we continue to get you set here for Red Sox versus Orioles, final game of a 4-game set. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Memorial Day deals are here at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances, including Samsung. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances, $396 or more. Like the Samsung Bespoke AI Laundry Combo, the largest capacity, fastest, all-in-one laundry combo available that washes and dries in one machine. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 5/15 through 6/18. Selection varies by location. Total savings varies based on purchase amount. See Lowe's.com for details.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Introducing the new and improved Mega Millions, now featuring bigger and faster growing jackpots. Plus, you'll have better odds of winning. Every play includes a randomly generated multiplier that increases all non-jackpot prizes up to 10 times. That means bigger prizes overall, with non-jackpot prizes ranging from $10 to $10 million. More Mega, more Millions. Tickets cost $5 and the drawings are still Tuesdays and Fridays. Please play responsibly.
In Philly, everyone's reading 2025's One Book, One Philadelphia selection, The Upcycled Self by Tariq Black Thought Trotter. This year's celebration includes a family day with arts, crafts, and a movie, a night of poetry and art, and more, all hosted by the Free Library and inspired by The Upcycled Self and its powerful themes. On May 9th, join us for Who Owns Your Story, a discussion with local storytellers led by Jasmine Martin. Schedule an info at freelibrary.org/onebook, freelibrary.org/onebook.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's like all fun and games and stuff, right? Until you kind of take a step back and realize I left our bullpen kind of out to dry. And obviously they kept us, ahead and we win. But, if one of those innings goes poorly and we lose, I think we're looking at it differently. And for me personally, putting our whole team in that situation, it's unacceptable and selfish, but something I think we'll move forward and kind of learn from a little bit as well.
Situation where you send those guys some Buffalo Trace?
They did not get Buffalo Trace. They got another liquid, yes.
So Walker Buehler ended up treating the people that picked him up in that game, in which he got tossed by Mike Estabrook, which was completely ridiculous what had happened in the moment. But the Sox did end up winning that game. Walker Buehler on the bump for the first time since that ejection. Joe Wild with you. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. And now Will Fleming joins us here in the Joe Castiglione radio booth. He has the call with Will Middlebrooks. And Will, this is the fourth time in 3 days I'm having you on the pregame show. I feel like I owe you a bottle of
hey,
whatever choice.
Whatever you want to do, I'm in. I mean, I like Buffalo Trace. I like anything. What's up, Joe? How are you?
Doing great, doing great. We were playing the sound before we hopped on pregame, with you and Mike on the call in that moment. You guys put to voice, I think, what everybody in Red Sox Nation was feeling in that moment. Just the complete ridiculousness of that moment. And yes, the Sox win that game, in which Walker Buehler gets ejected, but you feel the long-term effects of that game afterwards, which is why we were all so frustrated.
I appreciate what Walker's saying after the game, but I stand by what I said in the moment. It was absurd what Mike Estabrook did. Look, Walker was standing on the mound. And Mike, challenged him to a duel. He walked halfway to the mound and said, stay on the mound. I am on the mound. Get back there. I'm right where I am. That was down the bleeping middle. Stop talking. Okay, now he gets run. There's no question that they needed Walker to give them depth that day because nobody else in the rotation does. Crochet was taken out after 85 pitches. Houck is down. Bayo cannot pitch 5 innings anymore for whatever reason. So, yeah, they needed him that day. But I'll stick with what I said that day. That was an absurd display by the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook. I appreciate what Walker says, but you know what, Joe? I really appreciate that he is who he is and that fire is in him. And that was a blatant miss by Mike Estabrook. As I said at the time, we can't get the challenge system quick enough because then it's nothing. He just touches his head and it's over and we move on with our lives. Umpiring's hard. Balls and strikes are hard. There's so much going on. We keep changing the rules. There's just all these things in their heads. But we need to take that one part of it off their plate. And I do want the human element still in the game. I don't want robot umpires all the way. I don't like that idea at all. But we need to have the challenge system. And so I appreciate that Walker was, sort of contrite, but I don't need him to be. I mean, I like the fire that he has on the mound. And I think, Joe, in a lot of ways, it ties into a real issue right now with this Red Sox team. And Buer is part of the solution, which is look around the field today. Okay, Jaron Duran is in his third full year. Devers, total veteran adult. Wilyer Abreu, second full year. Carlos Narvaez, rookie. Christian Campbell, rookie. Marcelo Meyer, rookie. Abraham Torres been around but not played a lot of games. David Hamilton, second full year. Cedar Rafaela, second full year. I think it's time for the fan base of the Red Sox to understand that now without Bregman, without Casas, this is a new season. It's a different feel. Expectations, I think, should be different. And yet, Buer and Devers, without Bregman, are the adults in the room now. They really are. And so I love that Walker's fired up. I love that he's got that burning passion. I want to see that. I don't want him to dampen that. So that's a lot in one answer. You asked me about Buffalo Trace, but I think that's where we sit here today.
Well, and it was about to lead me into a question that I had for you, and you kind of hit on it already, because we are a third of the way through the year, and we're 27-27.
Yep.
And you're right, the lineup looks so much different. You and I were trying to work our way through the feelings of yesterday in pregame because of the Alex Bregman news, and he talked about how this is a significant injury for him. At the same time, you have one of your top prospects now up here. I guess I'll ask you this. How much of an emotional lift does it just to have Marcelo up here in a time in which you're starting to recalibrate your expectations for a team you thought had, playoff aspirations? It still could, but it's definitely different now. How important is it to just have somebody like him to, at least have some excitement about each and every day, and it's something new to this team?
I think it's good for the fan base. I'm not sold that it's great for the club right now. You've heard me say it 100 times that Marcelo is a supreme talent. He is going to be a great player, but we got to pump the brakes a little bit. I hope he gets his first big league hit. He's been nails in big spots down at AAA. But Bregman is a multi-championship winner, a multi-all-star, a Gold Glove winner, a true veteran leader. There is no comparing the two guys. So it's fun that Marcelo is here, and we're all pulling for him. But it's, the crazy thing about a team like the Red Sox is that with those two top prospects down there, the only way they were going to get here is to play every day. And the only way that happens is either somebody's horrible or they're injured. And so it's this weird combo because they do have a good roster here at the major league level. Now, I've been an advocate from day one. Get your best players in the major leagues and figure it out from there, especially with guys like Romy Gonzalez down and injured. I think the Red Sox had to do what they did. But I hope that Marcelo can settle in, right? And in some ways, it's the worst way for him to be here, not only because you lose your best player in Alex Bregman, but because now there's more pressure on him to sort of be a lot when he comes up. And I think Alex Cora is really good about this. He reminds his players and the fan base and everybody, look, we've been through this. Mookie wasn't great right away, nor was Benintendi, nor was Bradley, nor was even Xander Bogaerts, although by the end of that year, he's helping them win the World Series with all kinds of big hits. But I think it's important to temper expectations, Joe. I think it's very cool for the fan base to see Marcelo. And by the way, you heard me just read the lineup. This is young. It's rookie-laden. To me at this point, get Anthony up here too. I mean, there's just, this team is what it is, and they're going to fight and claw and try to find their way to stay in this thing and get into the playoffs. But for me, if all these kids are going to be developing at once, get Marcelo's best buddy up here too.
I agree with you, and I think a lot of people in Red Sox Nation agree with you. Final thing before I let you go, one thing that stood out looking at the lineup was David Hamilton playing shortstop, batting eighth. Obviously, that means no Trevor Story in the lineup coming off the game 2 in which he was pinch hit for in a key spot. What do you make of all that?
I mean, it's the writing's on the wall, and I'm really happy that Alex is doing it. I'm not happy that Trevor is struggling the way that he is. He's just a great teammate, a great worker, wonderful guy, right? I mean, the Red Sox brought him over here to be an all-star, to have thump from the right side, to be a Gold Glove shortstop, because for a lot of time in Colorado he was. But he's not that player right now, Joe, and it's really hard to watch right now. And so I don't know what the answer really is, whether they try to platoon him a little bit, get him right. It's tough right now because he is just so lost at the plate. He can't catch up to fastballs. It's in between on breaking stuff. And with the way their lineup is, with all these lefties, Duran, Devers, Abreu, inevitably he's gonna hit like 5-6, sometimes cleanup, and that has killed this offense for a couple months. So I think that I don't want to say it's the beginning of the end, because it's too early to say that. I think this is a guy they've got a lot of money invested in. They're going to give him some rope, but I did think that when Wilyer pinch hit for him yesterday, that was an aha moment, kind of like a changing of the guard in a way, especially since Marcelo's here now. And that's the other thing, Joe, that I think has to be considered long and hard. Like Alex and Craig Breslow keep talking about, rightly so, positional versatility and maximizing the roster and getting the most out of everybody. And you think about the guys they have, whether it's Hamilton, Romy, Toro, Sogard, Meyer, Rafaela, a lot of these guys can do a lot of different things. I would be a little careful with that, especially with these rookie young players. We saw what happened with Cedon last year, right? I think asking him to play shortstop once Trevor got hurt really hurt his development as a rookie. I would be pretty inclined to say, Marcelo, you've played shortstop your whole life. You're great there. Ease into the big leagues. Just play a good shortstop and hit. In the same way that Terry Francona said it to Dustin Pedroia, you're going to be my second baseman. Don't worry about the bat. That's not the reality of this roster. I'm not living in Neverland. I understand that. They're in win mode right now. But I'd be tempted to just say, all right, Marcelo, play where you're comfortable. That's that. And see how you develop as a rookie.
We'll see how it all shakes out. Today he is playing third, batting sixth.
Yep.
And, Will, I'm serious. I'm going to channel my inner Walker Bueller. Bottle of choice, yours, 4th pregame's 3 days.
See? Now we're talking. I mean, Middlebrooks is too busy doing 7 jobs at once. I mean, there's no probably more guy tired in the world. Plus, he's working with Papelbon today, which is absolutely hilarious. So, Alex Cora on the field before the game today was like, Pap, what you doing? You're becoming Ozzie Guillen on TV. It was hilarious. So we'll have Brooksy on the radio call. I'm always happy to come on with you,
I was
Joe.
joking with Will. He's like, I felt like Seth Rogen in Superbad. You know, he's the fastest kid alive, just going from one spot to the next.
He is. He comes in winded. But always a pleasure, Joe.
Appreciate it, Will. And you will hear Will Fleming's pregame chat with Alex Cora, presented by your New England Ford dealers. That is coming up next as we get you set for Sox versus O's. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
It's on. The biggest Maytag sale of the year at Lowe's. Buy 2 select laundry appliances and get up to a $100 bonus via instant rebate. Shop all things Maytag, including the new stackable Pet Pro laundry system that removes pet hair from clothes. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid through 5/31. See store for pricing and offer details. Advertise savings on all major Maytag appliances through Maytag.com and participating retailers. Prices may vary. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Introducing the new and improved Mega Millions, now featuring bigger and faster growing jackpots. Plus, you'll have better odds of winning. Every play includes a randomly generated multiplier that increases all non-jackpot prizes up to 10 times. That means bigger prizes overall, with non-jackpot prizes ranging from $10 to $10 million. More Mega, more millions. Tickets cost $5 and the drawings are still Tuesdays and Fridays. Please play responsibly.
In Philly, everyone's reading 2025's One Book, One Philadelphia selection, The Upcycled Self by Tariq Black Thought Trotter. This year's celebration includes a family day with arts, crafts, and a movie, a night of poetry and art, and more. All hosted by the Free Library and inspired by The Upcycled Self and its powerful themes. On May 9th, join us for Who Owns Your Story? A discussion with local storytellers led by Jasmine Martin. Schedule an info at freelibrary.org/onebook. freelibrary.org/onebook.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, going the extra mile for your business pays off. With 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked through AmexTravel.com, you can earn more points to help grow your business. And with access to more than 1,400 lounges globally through the American Express Global Lounge Collection, including the Centurion Lounge,
Can I get you a refill?
you can stay fresh wherever your business travel takes you. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe Weil with you inside the Joe Castiglione radio booth. 59-degree day here in Boston. Cloudy above, but no rain in the forecast. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Hurry in to get employee pricing on the full lineup of vehicles. Ford, from America, for America. And ahead of the series finale between the Sox and the O's, here is Will Fleming with Red Sox manager Alex Cora.
End of a long weekend with the Baltimore Orioles, and we're here with the manager, Alex Cora. It's not raining. That's a good thing. A chance to win a series from a division rival. Kind of a weird day yesterday, Alex. A dramatic finish to Game 1. The big injury news with Bregman, the Meyer debut. It's just one of those Boston days. What'd you make of the nightcap, though? You had chances, just couldn't cash them in.
I think we played well the whole day. We stole one, and then we didn't cash in. So it's 2-1 series, and we got a chance to win it, like you said. So just be ready today, put a better offensive effort, and see where it takes us.
It's been a crazy stretch for your guys. How do you manage, just the energy level? Because they're paid to play, but these have been 3 really hard days, Alex. Game times changing, weather all over the place. How do you sense the feeling in that room right now?
We're good, man. We got a bunch of young kids playing, so that's the most important thing, and we're keeping everybody fresh, there's the big leagues, like I always said. It doesn't matter, if the weather sucks or the hotel is not great, it's still the big league. So, you got to show up, and you cannot take an off day here because it will cost you, and the guys are always ready to play.
How about Abraham Toro? I mean, back-to-back games, he's really helping you. I talked to him after the game, Game 1, and he still says that the experience of being in the big leagues is really lifting him here. What have you seen from him? He seems so calm in the big moment.
Yeah, he's been in winning organizations. He was part of the Astros, and he understands what it takes. He's always prepared. He's always a good at bat. And in spring training, he did a great job to put himself in the map. Tristan goes down. We made a decision, and he's been solid. Him and Sogard at first base have been great. Putting quality at bats and competing, which is the most important thing.
We talked about it between games, that Alex Bregman would stay involved. And, of course, he comes out layered up, batting gloves on. He's got the lineup card in his hand. How do you think your club is dealing with the reality of sort of life without Alex?
We're good. We played well yesterday, and I think the narrative is for everybody outside the clubhouse. For us, we have to show up and win games. That's the most important thing. And like I said before, if we thought we were good, it was going to take more than 26 guys, and that's where we're at right now.
I know you like to leave the clubhouse alone. You let players lead it in there. But is this one of those times where you will maybe say a little extra something?
No. It's business as usual. Just let's get ready for tonight.
How about the walks at the bottom of the order, especially from the bullpen lately? The walk to Mateo really kind of changed the game. How do you kind of correct that where, these walks tend to kind of change games, especially with 2 outs?
Well, I mean, we got to throw strikes. That's what we preach. We try to preach get ahead, stay ahead. And yesterday with 2 outs, we didn't do it against Mateo. We had Carson. We had him a 2-0 count, so that's not acceptable. We have to be better.
You lose Casas. You lose your real leader in Bregman. Rafi's going crazy. Duran is hitting the ball so hard, playing so great right now. Is this a moment? You talk about him as kind of stepping into this leadership role. He has done it for a couple of years. Could this be an opportunity for him to sort of even push that further?
We don't need to do that. We need him to be himself. Don't try to do too much. We've been through that before, and it doesn't work. So just stay humble, keep doing your things. Swing at pitches in the zone, play good defense, run the bases well. That's the most important thing. I mean, I get it. Alex is not here. Tristan is not here. Yeah. But if we're going to, all of a sudden, throw everything away and change what we do, we're going to be in trouble. We got to be consistent with what we do, and we trust our program, and we're going to be okay.
Speaking of consistency, it looks like Campbell's ready to get hot again. You gave him the couple days. Defensively, he's looked calm. Really loud contact the last couple of days. Are you happy with his progress?
Yeah, he sees the ball now. Him and Pete, they've been working hard in a few things mechanically, and the last 2 days have been solid. Forget the results. It's just the quality of the at-bat, and he's in a good spot.
Bullpen today, I mean, they've been so overworked. You send Guerrero down, you get Kelly back up. I imagine the answer is yes, but you still thin out there in the pen today?
Yeah, we are, and we still have some capable guys that can do the job. It starts with a walk. We need him to not get thrown out in the second inning, go 5 or 6 innings, and give us a chance to win.
Well, speaking of him, you feel like, he's been in these fires before, and I know after what happened, he was pretty open about it. It was a bad call. We get it. I think he should have stayed in the game, but do you expect him to have that fire today?
He always does, and I think the stuff was really good. The misses were a little bit too big, but the velocity was great. The shape of the pitches was good, so I expect him to go out there like he always does and compete and give us a chance to win.
Marcelo makes his debut yesterday. A little bit more regular day, right? He gets to come to the ballpark, play a day game. Do you expect things to sort of normalize for him today?
Yeah, and also, man, people have this wrong conception that he's going to go 1,000 for 1,000. He's going to make outs. The guys that are in Cooperstown, they made 7 outs every 10 at bats. So we just want him to play good baseball, put solid at bats. Their results will be the results. We've been through this dance before. Mookie Betts in the past, Xander Bogaerts in the past, Dustin Pedroia in the past. He's not the first rookie that we have. So I think the expectations should be go out there and play good baseball and help us win games.
All right, that was Alex Cora with our very own Will Fleming, and it's time now to get you today's Red Sox lineup, which is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. The 9 for the Sox today, it's Jaron Duran leading things off. He's in left field. Rafael Devers bats second. He's a DH. Wilyer Abreu right behind him, batting third. He's out in right field. He homered in Game 1 yesterday. Carlos Narvaez once again in the cleanup spot, and he is catching. Christian Campbell batting fifth. He's at second. Marcelo Meyer in his second Major League game bats sixth. He's at third. 7-8-9 looking like this. Abraham Toro at first. David Hamilton, the shortstop. Cedar Rafaela in center field. Walker Buehler gets the start for the Red Sox. His 8th in a Boston uniform. 4-1, 4.00 ERA. Dean Kramer on the other side, who's 3-5 with a 5.50 earned run average through 10 games this season. You can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. A little love goes a long way in the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up next, we'll get you the lock of the game presented by Interlock Roofing. Also a Subaru of New England scoreboard update as well. Sox versus O's final game of a 4-game set. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
It's on. The biggest Maytag sale of the year at Lowe's. Buy 2 select laundry appliances and get up to a $100 bonus via instant rebate. Shop all things Maytag, including the new stackable Pet Pro laundry system that removes pet hair from clothes. Lowe's. We help. You save. Offer valid through 5/31. See store for pricing and offer details. Advertise savings on all major Maytag appliances through Maytag.com and participating retailers. Prices may vary. Additional terms and conditions apply.
In Philly, everyone's reading 2025's One Book, One Philadelphia selection, The Upcycled Self by Tariq Black Thought Trotter. And over the next 7 weeks, the Free Library is hosting a family day, movies and more, all free and all inspired by The Upcycled Self and its transformative themes. On May 9th, join us for Who Owns Your Story, a discussion with local storytellers led by Jasmine Martin. Details plus resources for younger readers at freelibrary.org/onebook. freelibrary.org/onebook.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Your dream getaway,
welcome in,
starts at the airport. With Amex Platinum, you get access to the Centurion Lounge, where you can find space to send off that last work email, fill up on premium dining, and finally, relax for up to 3 hours before takeoff. You might even wish your layover could last just a little longer.
Flight to Mexico, now boarding.
Oh, that's me.
That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. For more information, visit americanexpress.com/withAmex.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowe's.com/lowest price guarantee.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We are about 20 minutes out from first pitch here in the final game between the Sox and the Orioles. And before every game, we have the New England Chevy dealers question of the day that we post on our X account. Together We Drive. Listen in for that during the broadcast today. And the question is, who should play the most at third with Bregman out? We have a couple different options. Check us out at Sox Booth to answer that question. Here is the lock of the game presented by Interlock Roofing. Never re-roof again. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. And I'm going with Marcelo Meyer in this one to get his first career big league knock. Reason being, Dean Kramer not good at all against left-handed batters. They've got a .312 average against him, 909 OPS. I think this is the game in which he gets it done, that being Marcelo Meyer. Time now to get you a quick Subaru of New England scoreboard update, and the Yankees are taking on the Rockies at 3:10 as the Yankees look to win that series against Colorado. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Thanks for listening. David Azer, great work back at the flagship. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, they have the call next year on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Do you think astronauts fight over elbow room? Probably. Because advanced tech doesn't always mean more space. Until now. Introducing the Hyundai Ioniq 9, a 3-row electric SUV with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and lots of space. The all-new Hyundai Ioniq 9. Space in an EV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Ioniq 9 is available in extremely limited quantities at select dealers and select states only. EPA estimated range based on fully charged battery. For comparison purposes only. Actual range will vary based on several factors.
Lowe's knows when you need new appliances, you want them at a great price. Right now, get up to 40% off select major LG appliances. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major LG appliances $396 or more. And for a little extra peace of mind, get a 2-year warranty via the ThinQ app. Shop these and other Memorial Day deals at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply. Valid 5/15 through 6/4.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and hunker down for the Indy 500. Because exhilarating top speeds deserve a rush of flavorful refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. And now get early access to Memorial Day deals. Save 30% on our most popular smart bed, i8. Limited time. exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
In Philly, everyone's reading 2025's One Book, One Philadelphia selection, The Upcycled Self by Tariq Black Thought Trotter. And over the next 7 weeks, the Free Library is hosting a family day, movies and more, all free and all inspired by The Upcycled Self and its transformative themes. On May 9th, join us for Who Owns Your Story, a discussion with local storytellers led by Jasmine Martin. Details plus resources for younger readers at freelibrary.org/onebook. freelibrary.org/onebook.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
This is Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over. And the Red Sox win on a wall double by Devers. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Nomo has pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good.
Devers is homered in 5 straight.
Buy cars for kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three, a no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Goodbye.
by Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Good afternoon and welcome to Overcast Fenway Park, where on this Sunday of Memorial Day weekend, the Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles conclude this 4-game series and this 10-game homestand for the Red Sox. Boston will send Walker Buer, ejected in his last start, to the mound, and he'll be opposed by Dean Kramer, who has been hammered this season. Big game for the Red Sox. They come in 500, 27 up and 27 down, 5.5 behind the New York Yankees, who won in Colorado last night. An important start for Walker Buer. He is out in the home bullpen. Time now for the national anthem, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com.
The Norwich Police Department Honor Guard. And now, here to perform the national anthem is a member of the United States Air Force Band's Singing Sergeants, who regularly perform for top civilian and military leaders. Please welcome Master Sergeant Matthew Scollin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, what a wonderful job by Master Sergeant Matthew Scollin of the United States Air Force. It's one of those days here at Fenway Park. The flag unfurled over the Green Monster, the Red Sox, and the Orioles, the finale of this 4-game series. National Anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of the U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. What a cool ceremony before the game. The Red Sox honored every member of the game day and front office staff who has served in the military, and a lot of familiar faces and friends on the field. What a cool thing that the Red Sox just did to celebrate Memorial Day. Tomorrow we'll be in Milwaukee for the first of a 3-game series, and here today is our chance to celebrate all those who've made the ultimate sacrifice to allow us to be in a ballpark like this on a day like this. The Red Sox and the Orioles. Walker Buer is on the mound for the Sox. Dean Kramer for the O's. Marcelo Meyer settled in a little bit, and he'll make his second start. We'll get you the starting lineups. We'll set the scene, give you so much more as the Red Sox and the Orioles will have a ball game here in just a little while. We'll step aside, come back with the lineups and so much more. Welcome in Will Middlebrooks when we return. Sox and O's coming up on a gray Sunday on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
With McValue at McDonald's, you don't just get deals on the drinks, you get deals on McDonald's drinks. So when you're breaking a sweat, embrace the chill without breaking the bank. And when your crew is running on empty, keep your wallet full while refreshing the squad.
Don't just pass the vibe check. Ace it with drinks like Coke Zero, Dr. Pepper, or any size soft drink for $1.39. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Coleman!
It's electric!
Your house was wired in World War I. Need to change it? Call Coleman Electric. You have to charge your new electric vehicle 10 hours to go 2 miles. Call Coleman. Your panel doesn't have enough amps to light 2 lamps. Call Coleman Electric. Everybody knows Coleman Electric, but nobody knows how to spell it. It's not Coleman, it's Coleman. I know, same thing, right? That's the problem. But our Coleman is German, like Colonel Klink, so it starts with a K. Yeah, let me spell it for you. K-U-H-L-M-A-N. I know, not easy. People search Coleman Electric and end up with a coleslaw recipe. Worse yet, there's a Coleman funeral home. Folks lose power, they call the funeral home and say, hey, my entire house is dead, can you give me a quote? It's embarrassing. Just saying there's a big difference between a mortician and an electrician. So next time you have a power problem or project, type K-U-H-L-M-A-N and click on that little call thing, and Coleman Electric will be at your place in the flick of a switch. And if the switch is broken, they'll be there quicker. When you need an electrician, call Coleman.
It's electric!
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, as we celebrate Memorial Day at Fenway Park, the Red Sox doing a wonderful thing here today as 5 members of Gold Star families throw out the first pitches at Fenway Park. Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks as the Sox get ready for Game 4 of this series. And, Will, I have a hard time on these kinds of days not getting too choked up. Right. I mean, it's Memorial Day, and, you know, look, we always talk about the sacrifices made by so many to keep this country free, to protect the nation. Right now on the field, you got wives, husbands, kids of dads and moms who've lost their lives, given it all to America. And, you know, we make so much of this game because it means so much to us and to everybody in this region and in this country. But it's so hard to not look down on the field and put everything in its proper perspective and ache so much for those people who've lost so much.
Amen to that, brother. And that's something the Boston Red Sox organization is so good at, is providing moments for people and perspective for us within the game and in the broadcast booth and the players and the staff. And really, they do a good job of showing everything that's bigger than the game. And it's about the people who are in the stands, the people who, whether they're in hospitals or families that have lost loved ones, and the Red Sox do a great job of honoring those people. And to your point, yes, putting things in perspective for us.
I mean, we got little kids. Both you and I do. And on the field here at Fenway Park, we got boys and girls much younger than 10 years old holding pictures of mom and dad. So we thank them for their sacrifice, their service, and we will do our best to honor them here today. Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles, Game 4 of this series. Sox have taken 2 of the first 3. Walker Bueller makes his way out onto the diamond. The starting lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, and there's some big differences you will see as we bring these lineups to you. Jaron Duran will lead it off for the Red Sox. He is in left field. Then Rafi Devers, the DH, bats second. Willie Abreu bats third again without Bregman. He's in right field. Carlos Narvaez, awesome as the cleanup hitter yesterday in Game 1. I think he's going to be a fixture there when he plays for now. He bats in the cleanup spot. Christian Campbell looked really good yesterday. He's the second baseman. He bats fifth. Marcelo Meyer makes his second appearance in the major leagues. He bats sixth. He's at third base. Abraham Toro, the first baseman, switch hitter, who homered in both games yesterday. He bats seventh. David Hamilton is the big one today. He starts against the righty Dean Kramer. He's the shortstop batting left, and then Sadon in center field batting ninth. Starting lineup brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And Will, you just can't avoid it. Trevor Story is not in the starting lineup today. The final of this series, Wilyer Abreu pinch hit for him. Feels like a little bit of a sea change is underway.
Well, I mean, for one, he needs to just get away from the game for a game, maybe two, and let him reset, let him get in the cages and find that feeling he's searching for, because it's not happening within the game facing big league pitching right now. The timing has been off for a long time now. He's very uncomfortable in the box, and you got to find a way to get him right, because, hey, let's be honest, you're paying him a lot of money. It's not a guy you can just send down or DFA without having to eat a lot of money, so they want to try to figure him out.
Red Sox injury report brought to you by Catch's Law Group, champions for the injured with more than $3 billion recovered for New Englanders. Well, the news not great on Alex Bregman. He's gone for a couple of months, the Red Sox think. It's a different quad than kept him out 58 games several seasons ago, but Bregman on the shelf, Marcelo Meyer up, and the Red Sox just really trying to tread water until their best player, Alex Bregman, can come back. Speed Report brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. Walker Buehler's on the mound. Will, we're going to talk a lot about him here this afternoon. Ejected in the third inning of his last start. He was throwing hard. I love his fire on the mound, and they need a good one from him today.
Yeah, hopefully he has that same stuff he had for 2 1/3 before he got tossed by Esterbrook the other day. But look, the fastball was good. You alluded to that. I thought the breaking ball was sharp and the command was there. Well, the arm's fresh, too, because he hasn't thrown many pitches over the last 3 weeks, so I'm excited for this one.
He still may be on something of a pitch count. Remember, he has really not thrown a whole lot this year. Walker Buehler, black cleats, black glove. The pitch is driven high and foul. And out of play off the bat of Jackson Holliday. And we are underway.
The time of the first pitch, 1:35. It is cloudy.
Holliday comes in 276 homers and 22 driven in. The time of the first pitch, as you can hear, is 1:35 p.m. Here's a pop foul again on the third base side. Slider, and it is 0-2.
Yeah, look, Buehler is a 6-pitch mix guy. He mixes speeds a ton. He mixes pitch shape and speed. And we're going to see more of that today. The Red Sox like to spin it. Andrew Bailey likes to spin it and change speeds. And this is an Orioles team that's going to be very aggressive early in counts.
0-2. The pitch is spin, but missing with a curveball is Buehler. Wearing the single number 0 on his back. And it's 1-2, 60 beautiful degrees. We'll take it. The way this weekend has gone. Time and Temp brought to you by Hatfield Marinated Pork. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield Marinated Pork Tenderloins. 1-2. Foul ball by Jackson Holliday. And Buehler is throwing strikes early. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's got like 3 different looks to the slider, the sweeper, the knuckle curve. He's got a cutter as well. All those pitches are effective, just like that last pitch in on Holliday. And then it allows that fastball to be much more effective away and then up in the zone.
Aside from the fact that Mike Esterbrook put on a show for himself last time, the disappointing part was how good Walker looks, and here he is again, a fastball right in there. Strike 3 called, 95 miles an hour, and a good start for Buehler.
Yeah, that's what all those breaking balls and everything breaking into those left-handed batters can do. It scares them at swinging at the pitch. It starts on the inner corner. That 95-mile-per-hour fastball just stays right there on the black for strike 3.
I need a close-up of his cleats. They're black spikes. He's got the pants all the way down to him. I don't think they're Wally colors. Here's the first one to Adley Rutschman. It misses outside. It's more of like a neon yellow and reddish orange on the spikes.
I feel like they would glow in the dark. So just in case, he'll be able to find them.
He is hilarious, Walker Buehler is. 1-0 to Rutschman is down and in with a slider, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, the Orioles will have 6 left-handed batters in this lineup, and that's been the one thing for Buehler. Lefty's hitting about 280, 285 off of him, versus righty's hitting under 200.
2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Home plate umpire in this one is Emil Jimenez. He's in no real hurry to call strikes, but that was in there, 2-1.
Not Eloy, right? No. Okay, I didn't know if he changed up on us.
He might be umpiring before long. The 2-1 is fouled off on the first base side, and it is 2-2. Rutschman, what a fall from grace for him. 214 hitter, 5 homers, 15 driven in. If the Orioles are going to turn this season around, much less have a real bright future. This guy, Rutschman's got to be a big part of it.
I mean, he's arguably, between him and Gunnar Henderson, the face of this team.
Here's a pitch that's up and away with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. It stays 3-2. I'm a little disappointed the Red Sox replaced the shell on the bullpen phone. I hope they still have the one that Cora broke.
I love stuff like that.
3-2. Buer throws. And a high fly into left field. Not hit hard at all. Duran drifts in. He's there. Make the play. And they're 2 down. In case you missed it, Walker was ejected in the 3rd inning. He threw a pitch right down the middle. Carlos Narvaez got out of the way to glove and throw to a second base with a stolen base attempt. Mike Esterbrook, the home plate umpire, missed the call. Walker said, "Where was that?" It was right down the middle. He was ejected. Alex Cora came out. He was tossed too. 2 down, bases empty for Gunnar Henderson. A slider misses high for ball 1. And then Alex, sort of channeling David Ortiz from 12 years ago, lit up the bullpen phone. The casing came off.
A little less violent than David.
It's just as effective. The 1-0 is outside. Of course, David used a bat, and he went after it time and again. You were right there, weren't you?
Yeah, and my favorite part of that whole video, whoever's listening, go look up the video of that in Baltimore, because Pedroia's in the fetal position on the bench, dodging shards of hard plastic.
I don't blame him. 2-0, 2 down in the first. The pitch fouled back by Gunnar Henderson, who comes in 263 with 7 homers and 14 driven. And Abraham Toro at first, Campbell at second, Hamilton at short. What a young infield this is with Marcelo Meyer at third. Baldwin Group defensive alignment brought to you by the Baldwin Group Insurance, Employee Benefits, and Wealth Management. Here's a drive into right field, and that's a base hit in front of Wilyer Abreu. If you can dream it, the Baldwin Group can protect it. Protecting the possible. So a 2-out single for Gunnar Henderson. And that'll extend the inning for Ryan O'Hearn. You know, looking around this field today, Will, I think it's important for Red Sox fans to understand what life without Bregman and Casas and today Story looks like. 2 down, here's O'Hearn. That's a fastball for a strike. It's on 1. Just look around. Okay, Toro's had some experience at first. Campbell's a rookie at second. Hamilton, a second-year player at short. Meyer, a rookie at third. 0-1. O'Hearn waits. Buehler sets. Runner goes. The pitch is outside. The throw to second. Not in time. Really good there by Gunnar Henderson. Speed. That was a good toss from Narvaez, but he's in there with a steal with 2 down. They will not look, the Red Sox.
Henderson got a great jump on Buehler. Buehler not the quickest to the plate, not the slowest either, but Henderson just got a tremendous jump.
That's his 6th steal of the season. So right away into scoring position with 2 down. 1-1 to O'Hearn. That pitch was a ball. Here it is. And a breaking ball. Slider misses inside. Duran just establishing himself in the big leagues. He's an older guy, but this his 3rd full season. Rafaela's 2nd full year. Abreu, same story. Yeah. It's a really young team.
I know it's early in this game.
2-1 inside.
I'm totally okay being really careful with O'Hearn right here. Base open. He's their hottest hitter right now. You have a righty on deck, and righties have not been even close to as good as lefties against Buehler.
O'Hearn is 1 for 3 with a double against Buehler. 3-1 is way outside. That's veteran right there. He just did not want to give in.
You don't want your pitch count to get up. I get that, but you also don't want to give up a run in the first. And you like your chances better with the righty Urias.
Now, Ramon Urias has had some big swings against the Red Sox, including a 2-run hit in Game 1 yesterday. But I'm with you. That's a savvy sort of navigation right there from Buehler.
You know how much I love the fastball, but do not throw this guy a first pitch fastball unless it's above the zone. He loves hunting that pitch.
He's doubled off Buehler. The pitch is a perfect fastball on the
that
corner.
Get better. If you're going to throw it down there or above the zone where you can't get hurt, because he kills heaters.
0-1. Buehler, red sleeves, down to his black glove. He sets at the belt. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Inside. Sort of a purpose pitch, establishing the inner half, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a big part of Buehler's game, is being able to throw that fastball into righties just to help his spin away.
1-1 is fouled off. There it was again, a sinker in off the plate. And it's 1-2.
I love that. You can go so many different ways now. He has so many good different versions of a breaking ball that's going to be working away. Or you can just stay up and in with the fastball. Either one works here.
2 on, 2 out.
23 pitches in. You want to be efficient here.
He's a .358 hitter against the Sox. Arias. 1-2 is a sweeper that misses outside. Arias. Pretty good take. Laid off, and it's 2-2.
Really good take. It was a good sweeper. It started middle away from the righty. Broke about 6 inches off the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The 25th pitch is coming, which is not ideal given what the Red Sox have gotten from their starting pitchers lately. And again, Buer might be around 85, 90 pitches max today. Big one coming. The 2-2 is high with a fastball. And now it's 3-2. Nobody harder on themselves than Buer. He's got a lot of Chris Sale in him. According to the last out of the World Series last year, he's one of the great postseason pitchers of his generation. Needs some moxie right here. 3-2. Runners will be off with the pitch from first and second. Buehler sets. He throws, and a high pop-up into shallow right field. Campbell out, Abreu in, and Willier will call everybody off. He's there to make the play. Big-time pitch for Walker Buehler. He doesn't look that happy, but he'll take it. No score after half an inning. The Red Sox will have Duran, Devers, and Abreu against Dean Kramer right after this on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jarren Duran is going to lead it off for the Red Sox as we go into the bottom of the first. He's been hot, JD. Homered in game one. He takes from Dean Kramer's strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Duran 268, 4 homers. 33 driven in, including that solo blast in the first of game one. They play him a little bit to pull on the dirt. The 0-1 is fouled the other way. It was interesting, Will. I said to Alex Cora before the game, all right, with Bregman and Casas gone, now Story out of the lineup, is this a time for Duran to lean more into leadership? He said, no, we've been down that road before. Do not overload. Just stick to the basics.
Man, Bregman's still here. He's not going to disappear until it's time for his rehab game. So he's going to be with this team.
But as you know, it's different when you're not playing.
Yeah, but a guy like Bregman, I don't know. I feel like he might even be more important right now just because his voice is going to be so much louder.
0-2 to Duran. Pitch is high. He's been so impressive, Alex has. And he's in the dugout right now. Alex standing next to Rob Refsnyder. He's got the hat on top of his head. Nick Sogard there in a jacket, too. In this inning, it'll be Duran, Devers, and Abreu. Pitch to Jarren is outside in the Herb Chambers batting order. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. Was that Pedroia on your rookie team? The Bregman roll?
Totally. Wait, I mean, a lot quieter.
2-2 bounces in. Bregman watches Duran catch it with a bare hand, and the count is full.
Petey was always straight to business when he was talking to you. Like, there was no fluff. There was nothing except for, hey, this is what I need. This is what you got to do. Let's go do it. And let's go work. Bregman's, I think, talks a little more.
He does. The 3-2 is lined to the left field. That's a base hit. Beautiful fillet job for Duran. He's thinking about it, but he will hold at first. Good job by Jose David Flores over at first to say to Jaron, just hold on. It's a leadoff single, and why not hold? Because here comes Devers. All right, Will, when you look at Dean Kramer, what stands out?
Well, he's got a good fastball. It doesn't blow you away with velocity. He's an average around 93, 94. Pitches at the top of the zone with it. He's got a cutter, a two-seamer, a curveball, and a split. He likes to use the lefties.
He's really lost the splitter this season. It used to be his best pitch.
He's using it less and less.
Devers takes a splitter, of course, for a strike on the outside corner. I'll tell you this. He better not hang one to Devers because Raffy's about the best hitter of splitters in all of baseball. One on. Duran leading at first. He will not be going anywhere. The pitch is ripped into right field. That's going to get down on the run. What a sliding play by Carlson. I beg your pardon. That thing looked like it was ticketed for the corner, and it just hung up. Carlson on the run to his left made the play.
A phenomenal play. He had a great jump on it. Great first step working towards that pesky pole. Goes in down into a slide like he's sliding into a base. Gets it down nice and low and gloves that. I was with you, Willie. I thought that had double written all over it with Duran scoring.
Well, it looked like a top spinning line drive, too. It just hung up. Here now, Abreu, who homered in the first inning of the first game yesterday. The pitch is outside of fastball. Kramer comes in with a 5.46 ERA. Abreu 1 for 5 against him. This season, Kramer just has not pitched well. Throw to first. Duran might be thinking about it here. But he dives back in on the throw. 55 and 2/3 innings, 62 hits with 15 walks. I mean, that's an avalanche of base runners. Sox looking to cash it in right here. Duran leads out where the semicircle grass cutout ends at first. The 1-0 is swung on a miss. Man, was he badly fooled there. That was a splitter. I mean, you do not see Willie Abreu miss pitches like that.
Ever. And we got a good view from up top up here, and he was so far ahead of that.
So now 1-1. The shortstop Henderson shades behind the bag. 1-1. The pitch is a comebacker over Kramer. He gloves. He will not have a play at second. He throws to first in time to get Willier. Good job there by Henderson communicating with Kramer, and actually a really good grab by the pitcher, because if that lands over his head, the Red Sox are in business. Instead, Duran at second with 2 down for Carlos Narvaez.
There was a good play by Kramer, but to your point, yeah, good communication, because these pitchers catch the ball. They haven't decided in their head where they're going with it. But Gunnar Henderson letting him know as soon as it hit his glove, hey, you're going to first with this one.
Well, now Duran at second with 2 down. He's going to score on just about anything that finds the outfield. And here's Carlos Narvaez, 290 hitter. The cleanup man takes a fastball outside for ball 1. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer. Kramer just grabbed at his right sort of glute where his wallet would sit. He sort of bent sideways. He's okay, I guess. 1-0. Pitch to Narvaez way, way, way outside a cutter, and it's 2-0. They're dedicated to supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They're here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. Carlos debuted as the cleanup hitter yesterday. Was fabulous in game 1. 5 homers, 17 driven in. Here's the 2-0, and it's swung on a miss. He doesn't do that much, Narvaez. He chased that one, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's a good cutter right there from Kramer. That started middle away. Looked like a good pitch to hit, and it just disappeared off the edge.
Ben McDonald, the great television analyst for the Orioles, the flattest top of all flat tops, said that's been a weapon for him. The 2-1 is low and outside a splitter, and it's 3-1.
I love his accent. Just that deep Cajun Louisiana. I love asking, what's this guy? What's he working with? Well, it's a 2-pitch mix, primarily a fastball.
Primarily. I just updated my insurance policy, 3-1. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled off the end of the bat. I was talking to him before the game, and he was relaying a story told to him by Adley Rutschman. And he said, Adley told me, that pitcher was fixing to throw me a breaking ball. I said, Ben, Adley Rutschman did not say fixing to anything. He said, you're right. He said he was about to throw me a breaking ball. 3-2 with Durant at second with 2 down. Kramer's ready. He throws, and Carlos takes a ball. Great plate appearance again. He offered at that pitch a couple of times, but he walks, and now they're 2 on with 2 out. For Christian Campbell.
So Narvaez, being a catcher, understands the situation. He understands the base being open, and this is kind of similar to when O'Hearn came to the plate against Buer. That's one of the hottest hitters on the team right now, and I think he'd rather face the rookie who hasn't been going as well.
I think you and I both think, though, that Campbell's fixing to get hot.
He's fixing to, partner.
He looks
speaking my language, especially after spending pregame with Pap.
Very good at the plate yesterday. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Campbell takes a strike. Cutter at the bottom of the zone. He asks home plate umpire Emil Jimenez, and he said, yes, sir, that's a strike, and it's 0-1. Marcelo Meyer is on deck. No score, bottom 1. Red Sox, just like the O's, have 2 on with 2 out. Big spot for Campbell. Kramer sets. He throws. Christian bounces one to first. It is handled there by Rivera. Jam shot, and the inning is over. Both teams leave 2 in the first. No score after 1 in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and hunker down for the Indy 500. Because exhilarating top speeds deserve a rush of flavorful refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Kick off summer with Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, get 5 Scott's Naturescapes 1.5 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. Plus, get up to 40% off select major appliances and save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/28. Mulch offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Get Memorial Day savings now at the Home Depot with free delivery and up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like Whirlpool. Store dinners and keep your coolers iced for sports practice with the large storage and ice capacity of a Whirlpool refrigerator from the Home Depot. Celebrate Memorial Day with savings on select appliances right now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid May 15th through June 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Walker Buehler is on as we go to the top of the second. The Red Sox and the O's are scoreless. Walker, in the first inning, fanned Jackson Holliday. First strikeout brought to you by Weichert Realtors. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you got a partner who will guide you every step of the way. Unlike Middlebrooks, is a fastball to Emmanuel Rivera. Is strike 1 in the inside corner.
Let me give you a second to take that back.
No score. Weichert, dream move home. Here's a ground ball back to the mound. Buehler, gloves. Toro sort of shuffled to his right, but now he scampers back to the bag, and Walker underhand. In time, there's one of you guide me all the way, man.
mutual. It goes both ways, right? We don't go far by ourselves. I mean, if I can make it through the pre and post game holding Pap's hand,
holy smokes,
keeping him from getting canceled or fired or both.
Here's Cedric Mullins. The pitch is outside that. It's a miracle so far, isn't it?
Oh, no, he's fun. He's so fun. He gives a great perspective when it comes to pitching, too. Which, obviously, I mean, I can talk a little pitching, but I didn't do it at the big league level.
1-0. Pitch is fouled off. Meyer
Maybe
way in at third. Yeah, maybe you'd
I got
still
halfway
be around.
through my career, and I was like, maybe I should have pitched. Or maybe I'm left-handed. I'm not sure.
Maybe that football thing was a better idea. 1-1.
My brain still works, at least.
Sort of.
For most days.
No score in the top of the second. The 1-1 is down and in a curveball. And it is 2-1. Papelbon came onto the field today. I mean, tucked in polo, pants painted on. Said hi to Marcelo. He said, man, you take a club car, a limousine to the ballpark today. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lined into center field. That is down for a base hit. And what a risky play by Cedon. I mean, he feels comfortable doing that, but he almost gave the Orioles and Mullins a run. He went into a dive late, did Mullins. Did Rafaela, rather. And what hand-eye coordination to pick that thing. Because if it gets by him, I think Mullins scores.
Yeah, it's at the very least a stand-up triple. But it kicks around in center field. Hits off that window back there to bleacher bar. Hey, who knows? Might still be running.
But it works out okay. A leadoff hit. Now here's Dylan Carlson with one out. Buer at the belt throws, and a strike on the outside corner. Anyway, Papelbon was talking to Meyer about getting here to the ballpark. And
did you come in that hoopty? That's something. He said it at some point. Did you come in a hoopty? This is the big leagues. Get you a limo.
He said that to Meyer. Get yourself a limo today? 0-1. The pitch is a little bit outside. Fastball. It's 1-1.
He swears when he got called up, he came in a limo. And I said, how did the vets like that? Oh, they loved it. I said, yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure Tech was all over that one.
No shot in the world. 1-1 with Mullins at first and one down. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Good slider. And it is a ball and 2 strikes to Dylan Carlson. Carlson's a fascinating character. He's so athletic. He can really swing it, but this baseball thing could be a fickle game. A few years he's really struggled. 1-2 is a double play ball up the middle. Campbell to second for one. Hamilton relay to first. 2 double play. That is exactly what Buer needed. And we go to the bottom of the second. We'll get Middlebrooks in a limo when we come back. Red Sox will have Meyer, Toro, and Hamilton. No score on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yo, this is Flavor Flav, and I am coming at you with one of my flavor faves, Raisin Cane's. So when you're looking for flavor fast, order in a flash, online or on their app. Raisin Cane's. One love.
Running our small family business, 3 Farm Daughters in North Dakota, isn't easy. We get a lot of help from Amazon. They don't make our homegrown pastas, but they do handle all of our shipping and logistics, which makes a big difference.
Learn more about how Amazon supports small businesses at aboutamazon.com.
Now is the time to find everything you need to put the finishing touches on your indoor projects at the Home Depot. Store more with durable storage solutions in a variety of sizes and styles. So pack away winter and make space for a spring refresh. Get more done for less this season. Find all your spring storage solutions at the Home Depot. Product varies by store. See store for details.
$20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Marcelo Meyer. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Marcelo Meyer leads it off in the bottom of the second against Dean Kramer. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Marcelo 0 for 4 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. He's got his family in the house here today. Not easy to get here from the West Coast on short notice. The 0-1 is very close, a splitter, but called a ball, and it's 1-1. One thing about Meyer, he does not look bothered at all.
No. Fastball away, split away.
All his actions are just so smooth. The 1-1 is low. Splitter taken, and it's 2-1. He walks around like he's been here for 10 years.
I love it. That's how it's got to be.
However,
don't put too much pressure on yourself.
I talked to him before the game. He said, I couldn't feel my body yesterday. You can relate to that. 2-1 to Marcelo. The pitch is in there for a strike. That's a curveball. I mean, this is crazy, right? Welcome to the big leagues, kid. Fastball, splitter, curveball, and it's 2-2.
That curveball started at his neck, too. It just barely got the top of the zone.
2-2 to Meyer. Kramer throws, and Marcelo lines it into left field. That's a base hit. He's got his first in the big leagues. Meyer's around first. Welcome to the show, Marcelo Meyer. They'll get him the baseball.
Standing O from the Fenway faithful. That's pretty cool. Always get chills. Doesn't matter who it is. First big league hit.
And what we all hope is the first of so many.
2,999 more to go.
He is strutting over at first base, takes the lead. Mom and Dad are here. He is such a cool customer. Here's Abraham Toro. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1.
No one more relieved than Mom and Dad to just get that out of the way. And we don't run into like a Mickey Gasper showing the parents for 6 weeks.
Well, what a cool swing that was to a fastball. He just went the other way with it. 1-0. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. You know, Marcelo, we've gotten to know him these last 3 years. He oozes confidence. He's a natural leader. And how about that? Emmanuel Rivera, what a nice gesture. He handed him the baseball. Then Marcelo flipped it to Jose David Flores. The 1-1 is outside. He patted him on the backside.
That's a good touch. Right? You give it to him, let him look at it. Instead of just tossing it in, let him see it first.
I love that.
Yeah.
2-1, Toro.
How can he not be romantic about baseball?
Well, it's true. Kramer waits. The pitch is driven high and deep into left field. This thing is back at the track, and it will be caught there on the wall, rather just right in front of the green by Mateo. Toro just missed that one. Meyer back to first, and there's one away.
And what? Toro's been swinging the bat, hasn't he? Both him and Sogard have been phenomenal plug-ins up until this point.
One out. Here's David Hamilton. 209, but the swings have looked better of late. 2 homers, 5 driven in. Marcelo, not much of a lead. A breaking ball outside. Curveball that missed. And that is ball 1. Meyer's one of those guys, Will, you cannot take your eyes off. He was out before the game, taking ground balls at third, working with Christian Campbell. 1-0. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Didn't have to be a splitter. And it's 1-1. You have played sports at the highest level. And there's certain guys who just have that it factor.
Yeah. They just look good when they do stuff.
Meyer's one of those. I think you were one of those people, too. 1-1 pitch is outside. It is every step he takes, you know, even fielding ground balls. It's not a cockiness. It's just a self-assuredness. He knows where he's going.
It's a quiet confidence, right? And it just goes into the preparation and the work you put in. The more work you put in, the more confident you are in yourself.
2 balls, 1 strike. Meyer at first with 1 down. The pitch is a strike. This is a bad zone all of a sudden from Emil Jimenez. That's 2 balls taken away from David Hamilton, and it's 2-2.
And you said it, Hammy's been swinging the bat well this month here in May, hitting .324 in 37 at-bats.
Marcelo Meyer will never forget the name Dean Kramer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He steps off, does Dean. You know, you think about it, all of us can relate to whether it's your wedding, time you met your wife, the birth of your children, You talk to big league ball players, that first hit is something that gets burned into your core memory. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him with a splitter. So, I mean, Marcelo is going to remember every detail of this thing. The pitcher, the cloud cover over top of Fenway Park, the day, the fact that mom and dad are in the seats. It's just one of those things that he's going to carry with him for the rest of his life.
Yep. Brandon McCarthy was mine, and he was actually, I worked out with him in the off season. So it was kind of cool to face him my first day in the show.
2 down. Here's Cedar Rafaela. Here's a foul on the first base side. Marcelo got the news from Chad Tracy yesterday that he was going to come up to Fenway and start game 2. May 2nd, 2012 for Will Middlebrooks. 0-1. The pitch is looped down the right field line. Carlson over to his left on the gallop. He's there to make the play. He can really cover some ground out in right field. The Red Sox get the first big league hit for Meyer, but that is all. He's laughing with Kyle Hudson over at third. You got the first one out of the way, kid. Many more to come. We go to the third. Scoreless on the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
When your boy Flavor Flav counts from 3, you're gonna go to Cane's and you're gonna order hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers. 3, 2, 1. Raising Cane's. One love.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Walker Buehler fires strike 1 to Jorge Mateo. I don't know whether Jorge thinks that Walker's more than he bargained for, but it is 0-1 as we go to the top of the third. Here is a ground ball back to the mound. Buehler has been very good defensively. He flips to first in time, and there's one away. We are flying along here, Red Sox and the O's. Third inning is brought to you by Citgo. Whether crossing state lines or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Here's Jackson Holiday, 1 out, swing and a miss. Good cut fastball. Walker threw 26 pitches in the first, and he's flying along here since. Big double play in the second. 2-pitch out to begin, and now 0-1 to Holiday. Here's a ground ball foul toward the Red Sox dugout, 0-2.
You know, as good as Buehler's curveball, sweeper, slider, all the off-speed, I love when he just dominates with 3 versions of the fastball. 4-seamer, we saw it to Mateo. First pitch fastball in, 4-seamer straight, went off 2-seamer off of that, ran it off the hands for the jam job.
You know, I agree with that overall philosophy. 0-2, another cue shot foul curveball here. And it stays 0-2. The Subaru of New England scoreboard. Will talked about the Tigers and Tarek Skubal. They played the early morning game today. I mean,
it might have been the best game I've seen pitched in a long time.
Well, he's the best guy in the game right now is Skubal. The 0-2 is high.
His last pitch of that game for his 13th strikeout was 103 miles an hour. 103. How many pitches did he throw? Did you see?
Stand by. 5-0. The Tigers beat the Guardians. 1-2 inside. We went into Detroit, Will, and they are so impressive. They have come so far. They had the look last year in September. Man alive, have they really done it. Skubal in that game threw 94 pitches. That's insane. Here's a grounder to third. Meyer's got it so smooth. Crow hopping a throw to first. That's big league actions, and they're 2 away. Well, 9 shutout innings, 2 hits, 13 strikeouts, and 94 pitches.
Did he walk anyone?
Of course not.
He rarely does. If he walks one guy, you're like, wow, okay. Special.
Little love goes a long way in the 25 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Here is Rutschman. 2 down, bases empty, top 3. We're scoreless here as a breaking ball clips the inside corner. Good curve. And it is 0-1. I mean, the Tigers are 34-20.
Also, why did they play at 11:30?
Must be the Roku game.
That's the one.
Get yourself sorted. You've been on that show. The 0-1 misses outside. You did it with Chip Carey, the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, that was fun. He's a fun guy, too. I mean, just a long line of commentators in his family.
1-1 is a soft ground ball foul off the front foot or leg of Adley Rutschman, and it's 1-2.
Little shin burger. It's always good on a Sunday morning.
You sound like Adam Levine. Sunday morning. Giants are in D.C.
No rain falling here.
No, thank goodness.
Finally.
They lead the Nats 3-0. Washington has actually been a little better than expected. James Wood is a true star in the making. 1-2. The pitch is on the ground to the right side. Campbell starting to look really good at second base. He gloves and throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Another quick inning for Buer. 12 pitches there after 2.5. No score. Red Sox and the O's. Top of the order, Duran, Devers, and Abreu. After this, on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows when you're ready for new appliances, you want the best deal. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances like GE. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more, like exclusive GE ranges with the Easy Wash oven tray, plus an air fry basket. Shop these and other Memorial Day deals at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, exclusions apply. Valid 5/15 through 6/4.
Spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and hunker down for the Indy 500, because exhilarating top speeds deserve a rush of flavorful refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Libby Dunn.
To the graduating class of 2025, today we celebrate all of our hard work, late nights, and the most craveable Raising Cane's chicken fingers and cane sauce that got you through it. Get out there and commemorate this moment with a grad plush puppy. Net proceeds from these paws go to a good cause. So whether you're graduating with honors or just happy to have survived finals, go forth and treat yourself to Raising Cane's and take home the cutest classmate ever. Because you've earned it. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. Red Sox and the Orioles are scoreless. We're doing palindromes in the booth as Duran, who singled his first time, leads it off. We were talking about Chip Carey. The pitch to Jaron is swung on a missed splitter in its own one. One of Harry's greatest things was spelling names backwards and pronouncing them out loud.
You're good at that.
Yeah.
I have to write it out and then sound it out.
0-1 is a ball to Duran. Hey, do you know Duran backwards is Narud? 1-1 to Jaron Duran. JD, we'll call him. The pitch is swung on a miss. Elevated fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-2. Get sizzling this Memorial Day with the amazing 4-day sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Beef, sirloin, steak tips, value pack, $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. No score, bottom three, Duran, Devers, and Abreu. 1-2 to JD. Foul back to the screen. And it remains a ball and 2 strikes. What was the sentence, palindrome, you just said? A jar of tuna?
A nut for a jar of tuna. Backwards.
Is?
A nut for a jar of tuna.
See if Duran can crack open a can right here. 1-2. The pitch is ripped on the ground, backhanded, off the glove of Rivera. Second baseman cannot get it in time. Holiday couldn't recover. That's a bullet and an infield hit for Jarren Duran.
2 for 2 on the day for Jarren. Ball, that one came off very hot. Rivera almost made a heck of a play on that one, sliding towards second base. Pops off the heel of his glove. No shot if after you ricochet a ball off your glove to get Jarren with his speed.
I don't know how you saw that. You just took my son Bailey's sort of like talking heads, Red Sox sunglasses.
It's kind of giving me a migraine, but we're good.
It's worth it.
I see why you were wearing these on your head, Bales.
Here is Devers with Duran at first. No score, bottom three. Yeah, Bailey and Charlie in the house, trying to bring the Red Sox some good luck. Devers on an incredible tear, batting .296. Duran leads the pitch, swing and a foul on a fastball, and it is 0-1. They announced it, but that had to be a hit all the way. That left the bat with some major heat from Jarren Duran. 106 off the bat. You know, Will, I'm with Alex Cora as the catcher Rutschman just got smoked by that foul ball. Don't want to put too much on Duran's plate, but I firmly believe this offense goes sort of as far as he'll lead them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, what he can do not only with the bat, but on the base paths. And what it does is it puts fear in the infield. They rush throws. It also puts a different way of pitching into the pitcher's head because he knows he needs to throw more fastballs, give Rutschman a chance to throw them out.
0-1, swing and a miss. Badly fooled by a splitter there. Kramer's had a good one, and it is 0-2.
Yeah, that's twice we've seen. That was Raffy and then Willier, the first one, way out front.
If he drives in one more run, he'll have 30 runs batted in this month of May. 0-2. Pitch is outside. I think, Will, that has been the secret to his success. He's just not chasing pitches out of the zone.
I mean, his walk rate is at the highest it's ever been by a lot in his career. It's continued year by year over the last 4 seasons, going up and up and up, but it's jumped up a full 5% this year so far.
1-2 to Devers. Duran leads at first. Nobody out in the third. They throw over. I don't know about you, Will. I just think that the way that Raffy's swinging it, there's just no upside to Duran running in these spots.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 strikes, I'm okay with it because when a pitcher has a hitter with 2 strikes, he's not going to start to pitch around him after that.
1-2. The pitch is low. Splitter. Good take by Devers. And it's 2-2.
A good pickup by Rutschman back there behind the plate as well. That one bounced about 5 feet in front of the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Devers lined out sharply to right field his first time. Good play there by Carlson. Nobody out. Duran. Sort of a medium lead by his standards at first. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. He got him. That's a great splitter by Kramer. I mean, that's just best on best. You tip your cap. Devers is gone, and there's one away.
Yeah, that splitter is on. And, you know, coming into this one, that was the pitch we were looking at saying it's not as good as it was. He hasn't been throwing it enough in the strike zone to get swing and miss. Well, the ones we've seen today, along with the cutter, have been very good.
One out. Here's Willier Abreu. Now Duran might be thinking about it. Here's a pop-up on the infield. Second baseman Holiday calls off Henderson, and Gunnar says, nope, I got it. Makes the play, and on one pitch, Abreu is gone. They're 2 down. Rivalry report, sponsored by River Spring Residences. New standard for memory care in New York City. Call 833-79-RIVER or visit riverspringresidences.org/radio. Schedule a tour. Will Warren takes the ball for the Yankees a little later this afternoon at Coors Field. The Colorado Rockies are 9-43.
I'll tell you what, Coors Field's got to be the nicest AAA park in America.
Good place to get hot. Here's Carlos Narvaez. The pitch is outside. I sort of have a feeling Duran's going to go right here. I mean, Narvaez has been great, but why not get into scoring position for him?
Yeah, I'm with you there. Need a little action, not a lot of traffic on the base paths.
He doesn't have a big lead, but he's leaning. 1-0. Throw over to first. And sometimes in the current game, with the limits on throws over, one pick is sort of all the incentive you need. Duran really has not run all that much this season. He does have 12 steals, but going less often with Devers behind him. Staying put, and Narvaez swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 1-1. You want it to be less of an advantageous count for the hitter when you run, although that changes with 2 outs. I think 1-1. See what Duran does right here. No score, Sox and the O's. 2 down, bottom 3. Kramer is ready. Narvaez takes a strike on the inside corner. I don't know whether Carlos is a little patient, thinking about maybe Duran's going to go, or whether he's guessing off speed, but that was a fastball right there.
Yeah, Kramer to this point this season, I mean, he really mixes his pitches. He does throw a lot of off speed, so I'm assuming he was just not looking fastball.
Bigger lead for Duran. I think he's going here. Not, though. The 1-2 is fouled back to the screen. Does that surprise you, Will?
That he's not going?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, too, is Narvi's swinging the bat well, too. So it could be something just Duran dealing with. Maybe he's not feeling great.
Yeah.
I think he played a full season last year. He played 160 games, and maybe that's why another reason he's not as active is he knows what the toll that takes on the body.
1-2. The pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. Duran rounds second. He'll easily get to third. Carlson comes up throwing to second. This guy, Carlos Narvaez, is an absolute marvel. Another hit to the opposite field, and the Sox have him at the corners with 2 down.
He's just phenomenal. Early in the count, he takes his shot. If you make a mistake, he'll take a big swing and try to hit it on the Lansdowne. Once he gets to 2 strikes, he really shortens up, and we see him use that right side so often, just letting pitches get deep. That one was actually off the plate away, a cutter, and took it to right field for the single.
I mean, he's an on-base machine. He's walked and singled, and now an opportunity for Christian Campbell. Christian grounded out to first, his first time. No score, but at the corners for KC. 2 down in the third. Dean Kramer sets. He throws, and Campbell swings and misses at a cut fastball, and it is 0-1. Walker Buehler's been really good through 3. Struggled a touch in the first with efficiency, but has settled in, and now the Red Sox trying to get him a lead. End of a 10-game homestand. Mets, Braves, and now these Baltimore Orioles. 0-1. The pitch. Narvaez runs. The throw will not be made to second. That is such heads-up base running from Narvaez, knowing with Duran's speed at third, they're not going to throw through.
Right, and he also wasn't running hard. He was just jogging, so if they did throw, he had plenty of space not to run into a tag and give Duran a chance to try to steal home on the double steal. But smart play by Rutschman. You don't make that throw, you avoid that situation.
So now a hit would likely get 2 runs in. 1-1 with 2 down. Be off with a crack of the bat. Pitch to Christian is low and in. Sinker. And it's 2-1. Marcelo Meyer is on deck. Got his first big league hit last time. The big moment has found him early in his career, Marcelo. See if Campbell can do it right here. 2-1. The pitch is softly grounded on the left side. Coming in, Henderson. He throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Campbell, a couple weak groundouts. And that's that in the third. No score, Sox and O's. After 3 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Save now with Memorial Day deals at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances, including Whirlpool. Plus, save an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on select major appliances $396 or more, like the Whirlpool top load washer with removable agitator. Leave it in for everyday loads. Take it out for bulky items. The choice is yours. Lowe's. We help. You save. Valid 5/15 through 6/18. Selection varies by location. Total savings varies based on purchase amount. See Lowe's.com for details.
A spring day is the most righteous time to invite some friends over, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and hunker down for the Indy 500, because exhilarating top speeds deserve a rush of flavorful refreshment.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Ladies and gentlemen, Livy Dunn.
To the graduating class of 2025, today we celebrate all of our hard work, late nights, and the most craveable Raising Cane's chicken fingers and cane sauce that got you through it. Get out there and commemorate this moment with a grad plush puppy. Net proceeds from these paws go to a good cause. So whether you're graduating with honors or just happy to have survived finals, go forth and treat yourself to Raising Cane's and take home the cutest classmate ever. Because you've earned it. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event. Up to 50% off, plus free home delivery. Limited time. Exclusively the Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Art Fitzy and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
On we go into the top of the 4th inning. No score, Red Sox and the O's. Walker Bueller to see Gunnar Henderson and the O's. It's fun when you have 2 little boys and their mom in the booth, and the only one who makes it on air is mom. Bueller sets. He throws the pitch to Gunnar. He is swung on and softly grounded foul outside of first. And it's 0-1. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers BMW of Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. Gunnar singled his first time, was stranded at second base. 0-1 is a little bit outside. I think Bueller looks good so far, Will, don't you?
Yeah, the fastball's coming out. I mean, it all starts with the fastball for him. He's so aggressive with that pitch, and everything just plays off of it, but he's pitching to the edges. That's good.
1-1 is strike on the outside corner. Good sweeper, and it is 1-2.
Now, something else that makes Bueller really good is he can use his breaking pitches on both sides of the plate. That makes him more effective against both lefties and righties.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 51 pitches thrown. That's a curve that misses down and in, and it is 2-2. 4th inning brought to you by Cars for Kids, the easiest way to donate your car. 2-2. Bueller throws, and a check swing and a sweeper down and in, and now a full count.
Yeah, we've seen it this entire series against the top of this lineup. A lot of sliders and curveballs into them.
3-2 is low, ball 4. That's a little bat flip from a walk for Henderson. And he's aboard to begin things here in the 4th. Donate today and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate at carsforkids.com, and that is cars with a K. So, leadoff walk. Second issued by Bueller. The pitch is a ground ball to first into right field. That's a base hit past the dive of Toro. Henderson gunning around second. He's into third, and here come the Orioles. They got him at first and third with nobody out.
I mean, O'Hearn just isn't missing anything right now. And that's why you've seen him being pitched around in certain situations with anything over the plate, off speed, fastball, in, out, doesn't matter. He is barreling just about everything.
And that's why what you said in the first inning was so spot on, Will, where be careful with him. He's hot. So a real jam now for Buer. First and third, nobody out. Here's Ramon Urias. That's a check swing. He definitely went around on a slider, and it is 0-1. Sox have taken 2 of the first 3. Won the series against the Mets. Dropped 2 of 3 from the Atlanta Braves. So it's a big game here. The 0-1 is up and in. Fastball at 93, and it's 1-1.
You really got to take care of business against this team. This Baltimore team is just on the struggle bus right now.
You were there many Saturday mornings in your college, non-college, early baseball career. The 1-1 is fouled off on the first base side, and it's 1-2.
The struggle bus or Baltimore? Or both.
Did you like hitting at Camden Yards?
I love that place. Yeah. The whole atmosphere at that stadium is a great one to play at.
1-2. The pitch is skied foul down the right field side. But this is one of those spots, Will, where Buer really is thinking strikeout.
I was just about to say that. Only 3 swing and miss on 24 swings up until this point for Buer, but now's the spot. This is where you really got to reach back for your good stuff, because then you're just a ground ball away from getting out.
1-2. The pitch is outside. You know, the breaking ball to the right-handed hitter, Will, has been sort of an easy take so far today.
It's not starting in the zone enough. That sweeper's got to start over the heart of the plate to entice a swing from these righties. It's starting on the outer edge, and it's an easy take.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Orioles at first and third. Nobody out in the top of the fourth. The pitch is skied into center field. That is going to be caught by Rafaela. Henderson tags at third. Throw comes home, and it's not in time. Head first slide. Rafaela made that kind of a close play, but it is a sac fly, and it's 1-0 Orioles.
Yeah, that was the only ball that Rafaela could catch and have somewhat of a close play at home. It's that line drive. He takes all his momentum towards home plate as he catches it and gets everything behind the throw. It was a perfect throw, just a touch late.
Well, Walker's looking for the strikeout in that spot, but all in all, first and third, nobody out. That's not the worst outcome. And now here's Emmanuel Rivera.
Well, and this offense needs to score to win anyways. They got to get going.
The pitch is dropped there by Carlos Narvaez, but it stays in front of him for ball 1. 110th pitch of the game brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is proud to be an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. 1-0 O's. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch. Again, a sweeper that this time is called a strike on the outside corner. Pretty good break there for Buer, and it's 1-1.
I've seen just about as many fastballs as we have sliders.
Here is a pitch that takes a huge bite out of Narvaez, and a foul ball that spiked off of Carlos. And that's life as a catcher. He appears to be okay.
Yeah, it looked like the barrel of the bat. It wasn't a full check swing, but the barrel dropped just enough to catch a piece of the baseball and redirect it into Carlos Narvaez. That hurts. Couldn't tell exactly where it got him, but I don't think it matters. What was that, Will?
I have no idea what the...
Oh, that got...
That's the worst spot.
Inner thigh. It was close to the worst spot, but close enough.
Thank God for cups and catchers. Jason Varitek knows a thing or two about that. 1-2 is a little bit outside a slider, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, it's interesting, Will, when he takes that foul ball, you feel the importance of Carlos Narvaez. Like, where would this club be right now without him? He's been awesome.
That's a great point.
A run in for the O's. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rivera. The pitch is swung on and fouled. Buer does not have his great breaking stuff today. Rivera stays alive. 66 pitches thrown, and we're in the top of the 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is fouled back to the screen. And it'll remain 2-2.
Yeah, just not a lot of swing and miss at all against Buer today, which that's always going to make it tough. And you're going to get a lot of foul balls and 2 strike counts and just extend the pitch count already up to 67.
2-2 to Emmanuel Rivera. Pitch is a ball very close. Walker kind of wanted it. Kind of glares into Emil Jimenez, but that was a ball, and it's 3-2.
Gonna assume that Walker probably not arguing a whole lot today after his last start.
After getting tossed by Mike Estabrook. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. The pitch is looped into right field. This has a chance to be a double play. Abreu makes the grab. He throws to first, and it's just wide of the bag. That's a pretty good recovery there by O'Hearn. Good play by Willier. The runner was off there in O'Hearn, and he's doubled over at first base. 2 down in this top of the 4th.
Yeah, good throw gets him. It's going to be a close play, but I think that's a double play if that throw doesn't pull Toro off the bag.
That's what I thought, too, as Andrew Bailey comes to the mound. Bailey on Bailey. The league leaders in Who's Circling the Drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial pipelining. Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. Well, what do you know? Aaron Judge is hitting .395 ahead of only Freddie Freeman at .351 and his teammate Paul Goldschmidt at .344.
Goodness.
What a renaissance for him. How about Jacob Wilson of the Sacramento A's?
Oaklamento. Yeah, he's fun to watch. He doesn't walk. He doesn't swing and miss. Just an old school player. Was it Jack Wilson was his dad?
Indeed. Runner goes again. Here's the pitch, and Narvaez is going to throw, not in time. Man, what a break there by O'Hearn. They must have something on Buer here, Will.
Well, he's also not going to a slide step at all. He is just very slow to the plate right now, very focused on Mullins and just getting this third out.
Cedric singled to center field his first time. The 1-0 is a strike. That's such a good job receiving there by Narvaez. I mean, it is a strike at the bottom of the zone, but soft hands gets it to a 1-1 count.
Yeah, he's a really good receiver of the baseball. He steals a lot of strikes.
Long inning here. This is a line looper foul over Meyer's head and out of play. And it is 1-2.
And look, the metrics, I know we don't like to get too deep into the bushes on the metrics, but looking at framing, he's in the 93rd percentile in all of baseball. He is stealing a lot of strikes.
Blocking awesome, too. The 1-2 down in the dirt. There we go on cue. I mean, that's a curveball in the dirt. If he doesn't smother that thing, maybe O'Hearn scampers over to third. Instead, he blocks it. It's 2-2. Here we go again, Will. I mean, it's the top of the 4th inning. Buehler's thrown 73 pitches. He's not going to be long for this world. Criswell is available, and he will pitch today. 2-2. Soft ground ball foul on the first base side. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Red Sox. They provide first aid at Fenway, and they support Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, a run in. Pitch inside. And it is now another full count. Expected a sharper Walker Buehler here today. Not the case. Still a huge pitch coming to Cedric Mullins. Here it is. And it is fouled off. This guy Mullins, he battles. And he's putting Walker through his paces.
Yeah, Walker right now just right at 50% zone percentage with his pitches. So that tells a story right there. Just a lot of balls. Well, Mullins taking a sec. He hit that one off of his foot.
He's got one of those rubberized thumb rings that sort of deadens the
thumb
shock.
guard. Yeah, it's for when you get jammed or hit one off the end, and it takes the vibration away. It doesn't hurt quite as bad.
3-2. Another one is Called strike three. Narvaez stole strike three right there off the inside corner, and the inning is over. That's a big pitch. The Orioles do get one. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Orioles on the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Yeah, boy! You're getting hungry. Very, very hungry. Now look into my clock. And when your boy Flavor Flav counts from 3, you're gonna go to Cane's and you're gonna order hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and secret Cane's sauce. 3, 2, 1.
Order for Flavor Flav.
I guess it worked. Raising Cane's. One love.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half-off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Hey, it's Marcelo Meyer from your Boston Red Sox. You're listening to WEEI. Available anytime for free on the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY.
Marcelo Meyer, for the second time in this game, takes a curveball from Dean Kramer. It misses low, and that is ball one. Meyer's last time up got his first big league hit. Maybe he can tie the game here. 1-0 O's. The pitch, swing and a miss. He's seen a lot of splitters and off speed, has Meyer, which, is not all that unexpected for a rookie in his first 2 games. But again, he just looks, as Stuart Scott would say, cool as the other side of the pillow. The 1-1 is ripped foul. Popped up on the third base side.
Yeah, he knew
1-2.
He missed a good pitch to hit right there. You can see it in his face. He kind of grimaced like, oh, that was the one.
One ball, 2 strikes. Kramer throws. And Marcelo takes a splitter low, and it's 2-2.
So I'm just watching Bailey, your son here. Is that your third hot dog?
2 hot dogs. Now we're on to ice cream with the hot fudge on it.
I mean, you can't be 6'7" like your dad if you don't eat.
2-2. Ripped on the ground, but right at Rivera. He will flip underhand to the covering pitcher, Kramer. And there's one away. That, my friends, is the 4th inning bell, brought to you by Boston's premier retirement planning specialist and the team at Hackman Wealth Partners, 4 offices around Boston. Nobody aboard, 1 down for Abraham Toro, who's just been fabulous early on for the Red Sox. I did not know this about Toro. They got it up on the video board. He speaks 3 languages fluently. I knew he did English and Spanish, but c'est parlez-vous Francais, whatever. He speaks French, too. It's a curveball in there, 0-1.
I did not know that about him. The more you know.
Bum, bum, bum.
He was born in Canada.
Well, there you go. 1 down to the man they call Bull, and he fouls it off on the third base side. And it is quickly 0-2. 1-0 Orioles. Again, we'll get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. A little love goes a long way. And the 25 Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Here's a high fly into right field, into the Bermuda Triangle, back Holiday, and nobody gets it. It bounces on the track and out of play into the seats. And Abraham Toro stays hot. It's a 1-out double in this bottom of the 4th.
Hey, look, sometimes you just have the magic wand up there, all right? This is where he's at. Everything he's hitting right now is finding grass or getting over the fence like we saw yesterday with those 2 bombs. This is just a tough play for everybody between Carlson and Holiday. Holiday probably had the best shot at it, but that would have taken a tremendous over-the-shoulder catch.
So the Sox will take it now. The tying run at second base with one down for David Hamilton. Kramer is ready. He throws, and Hammy takes a fastball for strike one. Will, you are so good at sort of dissecting pitchers. I think Kramer's had a really good mix, done a really good job keeping hitters off balance, sort of mixing stuff in counts you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, totally. But that helps when he does have his fourth best pitch actually good today.
0-1, that splitter. Here's a drive deep to right field at the track. It is on the run, Carlson, and he will get there right in front of the LL Bean sign to make the play. Tagging at second, heading for third is Toro with a head-first drive. Hamilton just missed a homer, and Carlson has been fabulous in right field.
My goodness. This had Souvenir City written all over it. Gets something up in the zone, and Hammy looks like he just got it off the sweet spot, just a tick towards the end of the bat, so he didn't completely get it. If Carlson doesn't catch that, it probably hits the wall. It's close, but Carlson covered a lot of ground in a very tough right field, if not the toughest in all of baseball, to make a play against that LLB sign.
And you never know, with that short wall, it might get out. So here now Cedon trying to get the run home and tie the game. Kramer throws. Cedon takes a strike. That was a beautiful fastball at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that is as well executed of a down and away fastball as you're going to find.
2 down, bottom 4. 1-0 Orioles. Cedon waits. Kramer throws, and Cedon drives one foul on the first base side. Tell you what, I mean, with Story struggling the way that he is, I think you feel really good about David Hamilton right now. We saw him last summer get a lot of playing time and totally take off for the Red Sox. He's swinging it right now. Here's Hamilton. And he just hit it to the wrong part of this ballpark. 0-2. Kramer almost balked there. He stepped off.
That was awkward. He didn't balk, but there was a little bit of a pause. He had to think about it before he stepped off.
Almost like he was on the way to coming set and then stepped off. Toro at third. 0-2. The pitch. He is outside. The last few days, I don't know whether it's all the wind and rain, but we've had more seagulls, doves, pigeons flying right in front of us the last couple of days. Had sort of a speckled gray and white bird fly right in front of us. Let's see if Cedon can take flight here. 1-2. The pitch. Way outside. Good take. 2-2.
These are these situations that Cedon has been so good throughout this season so far. He really dials it in, shortens up, finds a way to put the ball in play here with 2 strikes.
Toro, the tying run at third. 2 down. 2-2. Kramer's ready. The pitch is high. You got Duran on deck, who's looked really good of late. And here we go, Will. I mean, Cedon has had some chase issues. You feel like he might get something to hammer right here.
Yeah, you know, I want to see how much Kramer trusts that split. He's only thrown a handful to righties this year, but he showed one earlier to Narvaez in a big spot.
3-2 to Cedon Rafaela. Here's the pitch, and it is grounded softly to short. Henderson's got it. He throws to first in time, and the inning is over. After 4 1-0 O's on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular, Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Walker Buehler is back to the mound. He's thrown 77 pitches. Red Sox trailing the Orioles 1-0. Will, this is such an emblem of this season. Just a grinder of a ball game for the Red Sox. Dean Kramer pitching really well, just as Rogers did yesterday. And really, this offense does not feel the same without Alex Bregman.
Yeah, you're right. There's a couple spots, but I feel like they can just circle Raffy Devers right now.
No doubt. Here's Carlson who launches deep to right field. This thing is back toward the pesky pole. Abreu watches it fly. It is gone and a home run. That was an absolute bomb for Dylan Carlson. Plenty deep inside the pole, and the O's double their lead.
First pitch fastball. We've been talking about this the entire series. These guys are so aggressive on fastballs early in counts. Got one up and in right there. Carlson did. Send it to the people.
And this is one of those spots where, with a struggling offense, a couple runs feel big. Here's the pitch on the inside corner to Jorge Mateo. Fastball, and it's 0-1. I mean, that's center cut, and Carlson did not miss it.
Carlson's having himself a day offensively and defensively.
Here's a liner into right field. Abreu is there to make a knee-high grab just on the run. That's how you win a Gold Glove. A loud first out in the fifth.
I didn't think he was going to get to that ball, and he just about overran it. Had to turn his glove over. I think he was expecting to have to lay out and make a nice play on a dive, but got there on the run.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about arm strength, which is real. He's made so many leaping grabs, diving catches, has Abreu. Here's Jackson Holliday, 2-0 O's with one down. The pitch, he did not stop his swing at a slider. It's 0-1, but Will, jumps and reads for Abreu are off the charts out there in right.
Yeah, it's one thing. He does put the work in, but it's just instinctual at this point.
0-1 to Holliday, who struck out and grounded to third. The pitch, broken bat, off the mound. Hamilton's got it at short behind the bag, throws to first in time, two-way. And I think Walker Buehler did a really good job there, sort of subjugating his instincts and said, let it go.
Yeah, and you know, it's a good job of knowing where your defense is placed behind you, where your guy's playing. And he knew he had Hammy playing up the middle with the lefty Holliday up there. So he let that go. It's a much easier play for your shortstop than for you.
2 outs, a run, and here's Maverick Handley pinch hitting for the Orioles. That's interesting. Wonder if something's up with Adley Rutschman as a fastball is fouled off on the first base side. It's 0-1.
The only thing I can think of is he took that foul ball hard off the mask from Raffy.
Yeah, maybe a little concussion-like feeling.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know what else it would be.
0-1. Swing and a miss. This kid is so late on heat, and it is 0-2. Red Sox trailing the O's 2-0 in the top of the fifth.
Well, that was in the third inning, bottom 3 when that happened. So maybe the symptoms got worse if that was the case.
0-2. Buehler throws. Swing and a miss. He got him with a sweeper, and the inning is over. The Orioles, though, do get a run on Dylan Carlson's home run, and they lead 2-0 halfway home at Fenway on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You don't want vacation to end, but with Amex Platinum, you earn 5 times membership rewards points on prepaid hotels and more booked through AmexTravel.com. So you're already planning the next one. Book your room with fine hotels and resorts through Amex Travel and get an upgrade when available. Plus guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout, so you have time to check out the pool before flying off to what's next. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/with Amex CST 1022318.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When we go into the bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be the top of the order for the Red Sox. Jarren Duran, Rafi Devers, and Wilyer Abreu, brought to you by Herb Chambers Jaguar Boston and Jaguars Sudbury. Almost threw the laminated sheet out the window.
We just had a proposal on the big screen in between innings. That's creative. That's never been done before here at Fenway.
I'm sure that's
Only
just how you did it to Jenny.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We're both married to Jens.
Yeah. My Jen is here, wrestling our boys. Moment.
Best of luck.
Here's Duran, who's 2 for 2, looking very good, and he takes a fastball outside for ball one.
Well, a much-needed 8-pitch inning from Walker Buehler. Even though he did give up that leadoff homer in the fifth, efficient there.
Bullpen is going. I think that's Greg Weissert who's throwing for the Red Sox. 1-0 to JD. The pitch is driven high and foul and deep down the left field line, and it's 1-1. Single to left, single to right. He's swinging it right now is Duran, and it's unfair to lean so much on the top of the order, but for now the Red Sox will. Duran and Devers. 1-1 is a strike on the inside corner. He really, Kramer, does have that splitter here today.
Yeah, and you know what? Watching his last couple starts, that was the one thing he's been missing, that pitch, and it's a dimension of his game that he needs to be successful. He's got the cutter and the breaking ball and a decent fastball, but without that split, he's just not the same guy.
1-2 to Duran. Bottom 5, 2-0 Orioles. Here's the pitch, and Jarren pops it straight back and foul and out of play. Code word of the game is Sea Dogs. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Hadlock Field is a really cool place. I bet you had yourself a time in Portland.
Oh, that was my favorite stop.
1-2 outside. Just the environment up there, the fans get so into it.
They sell it out. It's passionate fans. They love the Sox. So being right there in Southern Maine, they all come out. The stadium's great.
2-2 to Duran. The pitch inside, splitter.
I think my favorite part, though, would be the Sea Dog biscuits. Have you ever had one?
No.
2 chocolate chip cookies with ice cream in the middle.
Oh.
It was my pregame meal of choice.
No way.
I mean, I was 22.
Burn it right off.
Yeah.
By the time you hit the first time.
I raked there, too.
3-2 to Duran. The pitch is ripped up the middle into center field. Duran is 3 for 3. He is cooking. And he's aboard to begin this bottom of the 5th inning.
Oh, it's one thing, it's great to have him on base. It's even better to have him on base with no outs, because this is where the chaos can start. In the back of their mind, they have to be thinking about Duran running, even though I'm with you. You're one pitch and one swing away from this being a tie ball game with Rafi up there, so maybe stay put.
Well, and it does, just that little doubt maybe makes a mistake for Kramer. Here is Devers. Duran aboard. The pitch way outside of fastball. Dean Kramer's thrown 78 pitches just now. The Oriole bullpen will start stretching. I think Buehler's done. I mean, Weissert continues to throw.
So Kramer made Devers look silly on a split to strike him out in the 3rd inning. You got to think Rafi's looking for that pitch.
1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was the splitter, and it was a great one, and it's 1-1.
It was much more on time, but the late movement on that started middle away and up in the zone where you're looking for it to start, but it just bit down and away from Devers. It was a perfect pitch.
He's been fantastic of late. 0 for his last 6 for Devers. Duran leads at first. 1-1. The pitch is on the ground up the middle softly. Connor Henderson steps on the bag, throws to first. In time double play. Well, mortal after all. Devers 0 for 3, and after the leadoff hit from Duran, there are 2 away.
That one hurts. I'll tell you what, Dean Kramer is just making pitches nonstop. Anytime there's any traffic for the Sox, he is just shutting it down.
When he's made his best pitches in the biggest spots, to your point. Now here's Wilyer Abreu, 2 down, bases empty. The pitch is outside with a fastball, 1-0. Man, if you could only combine Duran today with Devers of the previous 3 days, you'd be up 7-2. Instead, it's 2-0 O's, 1-0. The pitch, Abreu rockets it foul. Out of play down the left field side, and it's 1-1. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the F-Series. America's best-selling truck for 48 years and the official truck of the Red Sox. Zach Kelly is back up in the big leagues. Luis Guerrero optioned down today. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Big fastball. And it's 1-2. The Red Sox just searching for answers. In a really beleaguered bullpen. So Kelly comes back up. Sean Newcomb DFA'd yesterday for Guerrero. So a lot of churn in the relief corps. 1-2 to Abreu. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it swung on a miss. He got him with a really good splitter, and the inning is over. Now the Red Sox trying to have a winning homestand here, but trailing 2-0 as we go to the top of the 6th inning with the Orioles in town on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For 150 years, American Standard has been the plumber's trusted partner, working together to bring your customers quality, value, and always a quick and easy installation for the #1 toilet brand. While our partnership hasn't changed, our appreciation continues to grow. And it's why we've enhanced our American Standard Plumber Rebate Program, which now gives you even more money back on projects large and small. Learn more at LixelPlumberRebates.com.
Have you ever redone chores the right way? Do you clean before your cleaning service arrives? If you answered yes to either of these questions, you're a clean freak. And at Cat's Pride, like you, we're freakishly committed to keeping your home sanitary. That's why we've invented the first and only antibacterial litter that destroys 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria in your cat's litter box. That's the bacteria you can't see but can smell. Yeah, it's clean freaking awesome. Cat's Pride, the only antibacterial cat litter.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom, like Evan, who can't stand salads and still lost 50 pounds.
Salads generally for most people are the easy button, right? For me, that wasn't an option. I never really was a salad guy. That's just not who I am. But Noom worked for me.
Get your personalized plan today at Noom.com. Real Noom user compensated to provide their story. In 4 weeks, the typical Noom user can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Individual results may vary.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Greg Weissert on to take over for Walker Buehler here in the top of the 6th. Weissert threw in game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader. He had 1 inning pitched, a walk and a couple strikeouts. Clean inning other than that.
I think it's really telling that Weissert is in because the Red Sox trailing by 2 already. They want to use the high leverage guy for the big hitters, the heart of the Orioles order. Weissert a 2.86 ERA, 2 zip O's. Back to our breaking ball, it missed. And it's 1-0. What have you made of Weissert's season to this point?
I thought he's been really good. He's been really good. He's come in a lot of high leverage situations.
1-0. The pitch, lofted foul down the left field line and out of play.
You know, and he was going good at the right time when Slayton wasn't, and was able to step into that setup spot for 3 or 4 outings and let Slayton figure himself out, which was nice.
Well, as you said, he got the win yesterday in game 1 of the doubleheader, stranded the automatic runner in the 10th, 1-1. Henderson is ready to take off, I think. Here's a foul ball on the left side. We watched this guy enough. He's too talented to be hitting 267. He's walked and singled here today. He's having a big series, and I think he is about to go on a tear.
Yeah, it looks like his bat speed is all the way back.
He calls for time. They got to lock this guy up. It's got to be priority number 1. They got new ownership in a year that basically looks lost to this point. They fired their manager. They're 17 games under. You got a plan for the future, and it starts here. The 1-2 is fouled off. Fastball just far enough in on the hands, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, what, Gunner's what, 23? 23 years old, yeah. I mean, this guy's going to be around. He's going to be a good player for a long time.
Orioles need him to be. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Really good sweeper there by Weissert. And that's a good first out here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Weissert yesterday when he pitched threw all fastballs except for 1 sweeper he mixed in. It was all 4-seamers and 2-seamers, and it was dominant. Today, switching that up a bit with these heavy hitters up for Baltimore.
One down. Here's Ryan O'Hearn, who's just had a fabulous series here at Fenway. Here's a drive into the triangle, deep into right field. This thing is crushed, and it's going to get out of here. O'Hearn launches into the pen, and it is 3-0 Orioles. Another solo homer. A picket fence, and the O's lead by 3.
O'Hearn, just goodness gracious, just stays hot. That's his 8th homer of the year, out to right center, deep part of this stadium. He's got a walk, single, now a homer, and that was just center cut 4-seamer.
I mean, the Red Sox staring at a 510-game homestand. Here is Ramon Urias. Fouls a pitch back. It's 0-1. That was center cut, and O'Hearn did not miss it.
He's not missing much right now.
And the Red Sox just need something here. They're staring down the barrel. A 5-5 homestand, going back below 500. Totally overworked bullpen. You lose Bregman. You're without Casas. Story in a slump. This is a real checkpoint for this Red Sox club. 1-1. 3 zip O's. Pitch is a strike right in there. That's really disappointing to bring Weissert in to face the big hitters and have him give up a run. I mean, you can't be perfect every time, but it's also the case that they have to use everybody 2 days in a row. Walker Buehler goes 5 innings again. The 1-2 is outside. And, well, we can say definitively, I mean, Houck is injured. That's a part of this thing. They don't have enough starting pitching. They just don't. And most of all, the starters they have not gone deep enough into games, and it is trickling down to this bullpen. And for my mind, that is an explosion waiting to happen. 2-2 the pitch. Ripped down the left field line. This is huge trouble, and it is extra bases off the monster on 2 hops. Urias rounds first. He's into second, and it's a 1-out double for Ramon Urias. You cannot ask relievers to pitch this often.
I mean, there's 3 guys out there pacing 60 appearances this year. Normally you have 1 guy that does that, and there's so many guys that throw so often, and it's just not sustainable.
We talked about the numbers Doug Lane and everybody has had about our starters and how infrequently they go through the 5th into the 6th. Just not enough depth in the rotation. Not nearly enough. So here's Emmanuel Rivera. Pitch is down. Richard Fitz is going to pitch again for AAA Worcester in a rehab. He's on the mend. But as you try to take care of Garrett Crochet, Bayo can't get deep in games. A lot of questions unanswered. 1-0. The pitch. On the ground is short. That's a bad base running play there by Urias, but Hamilton just throws to first in time to get the second. And I think with one out, that's the right choice by Hamilton. Urias probably could have been thrown out at third, but you just take the out. And so they're 2 away in this top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, it's tough because it was right at the base runner there, Urias. So he had to make a decision. Do I go back to the bag? Do I go to third? Now, when you do go, it is a tough play for the shortstop because the runner is in line with you for your throw.
Need this out here. Cedric Mullins takes a pitch outside for ball 1. It's only 3-0 Orioles, but just a quiet offensive day yesterday after they lost Alex Bregman. And held to no runs on 6 hits here this afternoon. 1-0. Skied into left field. Duran's got a long run over toward the line. He's on the gallop. He is over there. He makes the play inside the line. That's big time for Jarren Duran to keep it right where it is. Bottom 6 is coming up. 3-0 Orioles in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's with big savings on the tools you need. Save $100 on the Craftsman V20 6-tool Power Tool Combo Kit, now at $199. No matter what the project is, Craftsman's high-quality, high-performance products empower you to build on. Stop by your nearest Lowe's store and check out the full line of Craftsman tools today. Valid through 6/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Is Dad a golfer? Give him an advantage on the course this Father's Day with Shade-In Precision Eyewear. See Better, PlayBetter.com offers premium golf sunglasses at 20% off with code SPRING so he can play like the pros. Shade-In is so confident in their product that they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't wait. His next course record is the gift you could give him this Father's Day. Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and get 20% off with code SPRING today.
When your boy Flavor Flav counts from 3, you're gonna go to Cane's and you're gonna order hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers. 3, 2, 1. Raising Cane's. One love.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's Tracy from Lily's of Charleston.
Hi, y'all. We make barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and specialty popcorn.
They get help from Amazon to grow their small business faster.
They handle all our shipping and logistics, which is a big help.
All loaded up. Have a great day, Tracy.
Hot stuff, Tracy.
Ooh, honey.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Christian Campbell will follow Carlos Narvaez here in the Herb Chambers batting order, which in this bottom of the 6th inning is brought to you by Herb Chambers Bentley Boston, Lamborghini Boston, and Rolls-Royce Motor Cars of New England.
Well, now is the time to jump on Kramer.
Hope he's a Lamborghini here. Narvaez, who takes a fastball strike 1. That's his 86th pitch, Will, and he's been good.
Well, 3rd time through the order this year, he's pitching to an 8 ERA. So, hum now.
3-zip O's. Straight up defensively, although Mullins shades toward right, the 0-1. Fouled back to the screen. Carlos had something to hit there. He's walked and singled, but here it's 0-2 with Gregory Soto. Warming in the bullpen. Can Devers just hit whenever you want him to?
And Durant.
He might be up for Meyer, the 0-2. Inside. There would not be a move for Marcelo because Hamilton's already in the game. I mean, Refsnyder is available in the pen as Liam Hendricks gets up, takes a chug of something in the Red Sox bullpen. 1-2 to Narvaez. The pitch is low. This guy is so smooth in the batter's box. He acts like a 10-year veteran. Need base runners. Trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the sixth. 2-2 to Narvaez. Pitch. Here it is. Way outside, man. That's badly yanked on a splitter.
Back-to-back splitters. He really hasn't thrown that much against righties at all. That's how much he's feeling that pitch today. He had thrown 140 splits this year, and I think 20 of them to righties.
3-2. Campbell on deck. There it is. Carlos loops it foul. Who's on deck is brought to you by Timber Tech. Three balls, 2 strikes to Narvaez. Here's the pitch. And it is on the ground into right field. All he does is hit. An opposite field single. And Narvaez leads off the sixth with a knock.
I love his approach. He takes his shot early, fouled off a couple pitches that he probably wanted back, and then just shortens up with 2 strikes. That is just an old school approach, and let me tell you, it still works.
The way he puts at-bats together is so impressive. So now here's Christian Campbell. I really think they got Soto up for Marcelo, who's on deck. Amazing. 92 pitches thrown. Here is a strike on the inside corner. After Meyer, you got the switch-hitting Toro, then the lefty Hamilton. And again, off the bench, the Red Sox do have Refsnyder available today. 0-1. To Christian Campbell. He's 0 for 2 today. Time for a hit for this young man. The pitch is fouled off. And again, that's a bad chase. I mean, that's a sinker that's 6 inches off the plate, and it's 0-2.
Well, what's tough is the first pitch of the at-bat, that exact pitch was called a strike.
Yep.
Right? And then that forces you to have to expand the zone to cover that.
No balls, 2 strikes to Campbell. He's grounded to first and grounded to short. Not a lot of loud contact here today. 3-0 Orioles in the sixth. Narvaez on base all 3 times. He leads at first. 0-2. The pitch is right there. What's he looking for? And that's a fastball in the outside corner. Strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Yep. I mean, like 2 fastballs in to start that at bat, 4-seamer away. It just no intention to swing whatsoever by Christian Campbell.
Well, now this gets interesting. I mean, they're going to bring on the left-hander Soto for Marcelo Meyer. He's over talking to Pete Fassi. I don't think they're going to lift him from this game. The Red Sox have Story, Refsnyder, Sogard, and Wong available off their bench. So sort of decision time for the Red Sox. Trailing 3-0 with a runner aboard and 1 down. Soto comes to the mound. Pitching change and slowed down in the action. Brought to you by Izervay. More from Fenway after this in the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Gregor Soto is going to face Marcelo Meyer. And here we go, Will. I mean, this is life in the big leagues. This is development. And it's also a clear sign of where Trevor Story is offensively.
Yeah, because this would be the spot, right? You go to the righty to face the lefty Soto. It's a veteran in Trevor Story, but it appears they're going to give him some time to trying to figure this thing out.
Which you can understand because he's been mired in a real long slump. And now Meyer, who got his first big league hit, his first at bat today, now with 1 on and 1 out, faces the lefty Soto, who has pitched now in 3 games in this series. He gave up a homer to Devers 2 days ago, and then gave up the winning hit to Raffy the next day in game 1. Here's Marcelo, grounder to left side of the infield. What a leaping play by Urias. Throws to second. Are you kidding me? In time to get Narvaez with a head-first slide. That had hit written all over it. Urias off a trampoline leapt up. Not only does he glove, he spins in one motion and throws to second. Great play, and they're 2 away.
That's why he's won a Gold Glove, right? He's up and down with the bat, but defensively just so solid over there. That's a tough play with a lefty at the plate. You're not expecting a ball coming your way. Then that high bouncer going up and getting it and then redirecting the throw for the force out.
Wow. 2 down for Toro, batting from the right side, and Soto, sinker on the inside corner, 0-1. Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher this year, $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 0-1. Looper foul, first base side. And it is 0-2. I think some of the shortcomings of this Red Sox offense the last few days have been covered up by the dominance of Raffy Devers. Duran has gotten hot, but they just do not get enough production. 1 through 9. 0-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. Well, it worked this time to go to Gregory Soto. Great play by Urias. We go to the 7th inning, 3-0 Orioles on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade-In Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and find out why Shade-In sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade-In is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Liam Hendricks is on for the Red Sox as we go to the top of the 7th. It's been sort of a tumultuous week for him. Outspoken about his role and hit hard. And now here he is, trying to keep this game right where it is. He is always talkative. He got the rosin bag in his right hand, touches it up on the back of his lid. And you'll see Dylan Carlson, who's got a solo home run in this game. The Orioles lead the Red Sox 3-0. Pitch outside. How disappointing a 5-5 homestand would be after being swept away by the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox, the story of this season is, so far, every time they get momentum, they give it right back. Here's the 1-0, and it's swung on and missed by Carlson. They win a great series in Kansas City, then swept by the Tigers. Bullpen meltdowns there. And then here, lose a very frustrating series to the Braves, then win one from the Mets and take the first 2 from the O's. And here they are on the brink of splitting this 4-game set. The 1-1 is outside, and it's 2-1. Still time to go, though. It's only the 7th inning. 3-0 O's. 2-1. Strike on the outside corner.
I just haven't wanted to admit to myself that they're a 500 ball club, because I think talent-wise they're much better than that. But results, numbers are what they are, right? They don't lie.
2-2. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Hamilton's got it. He gloves. He throws to first low, and Toro can't handle it. Hamilton rushed that throw. He had more time than he thought. And it'll be an error on the Red Sox shortstop to lead off the 7th.
Yeah, Hamilton rushed it, and his footwork got kind of screwed up. He had to, when he stepped to throw, the bag was in front of him, and rather than just stepping on the bag and throwing, he made his step towards first a lot shorter, which in return resulted in a low throw.
He's so much more comfortable at second base, is Hamilton. It's sort of like a sidearm throw, almost like submarine there. Here now, Jorge Mateo, who fouls the first pitch back. He was ready to hit right there. And it's 0-1. I think a lot of people in Red Sox Nation will agree with what you just said, but this is now many years in a row.
Yep. Which is frustrating.
And this club in particular just seems to take one step forward and one step back over and over and over again. It's 0-2 after a foul ball off the end of the bat.
I'd say this is even more frustrating just because of the talent that was added to this team.
Yep.
You're right, and you have younger players who have started to solidify themselves as big leaguers and have taken that next step, and you just expect that this roster is going to be way more competitive than what we've seen.
Well, now, though, you got huge injuries to Casas and Bregman.
Of course, and that's part of it.
0-2 to Mateo. Pitch. He is outside. But to me, Will, the number one thing they have to fix in the next week, the next month, the next 50 games, the next third of the season, they got to get starters going deeper in games. It just has not happened, and it's killing them. 1-2. Hendricks is ready. He throws, and he misses for the slider. I mean, the Yankees are now 11 over 500. So with a loss today before the Yankees play, Sox would be 6 back. It's no longer that early, and the starters have got to turn it around. It's just not sustainable to lean on the bullpen this much. 2-2. Pitch is a broken back grounder to short. Hamilton to second for 1. Relay to first is not in time. Pretty good job there by Hamilton and Campbell. It was never hit hard enough with Mateo's speed. They get the lead runner, and there's one away.
It was a quick turn. Broken bat off the end. The ball not hit hard enough to roll it. Good effort.
Richard Fitz pitched on Thursday with Portland. He'll do it again Tuesday in the minor leagues. The good thing for the Red Sox is that Crochet pitches tomorrow in Milwaukee. No announced starter, game 2, and then Bayo, game 3. Bayo, in some ways, is the key to everything. The pitch, 2. Jackson Holiday misses outside ball. When they need him to be better, full stop.
Yeah, it just lengthens that rotation, right? If he's able to be effective.
You know, Tuesday in Milwaukee is Dobbins' spot. I wonder if they're thinking opener there. 1-0 pitch. He is a little bit outside because Hunter, we've seen it. You know, he really struggles second and third time through. Maybe you save Bernardino or somebody like that until that first, second inning and then go to Dobbins. Or maybe even somebody like Criswell. We'll see. 2-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Slider, Holiday, I think he swung at that thing, and it's 2-1.
A lot of sliders from Liam Hendricks. Now, his last time out, the fastball velocity was 34 miles an hour below where it was. That could be why we're seeing so much off speed.
Where it goes. Swing and a miss. Throw from Narvaez. Not in time. Dropped anyway by Hamilton. But Mateo stole that bag off Hendricks. And the Orioles have their third steal of the day. Mateo in scoring position. Still only 1 out in this top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Hendricks' fastball looks better today. That was 95. A lot of 92s last time out.
And yet, he's in a jam again. Defense hasn't helped him. Here's a fly ball into center field. Mateo was off with a pitch. Rafael is underneath it. He'll there but get there rather to make the play, and they're 2 down. Now, they got something on Hendricks. I mean, Mateo especially, who had the big steal after the walk last night. He was off on Hendricks there, but a pop out, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, Hendricks he's never been one to control the run game much. Doesn't have a good pickoff. He can be slow to the plate as well.
Need an out right here. Here's Maverick Handley. Got to get him. Strikeout. Pinch hitting for Rutschman. He swings and misses. And a slider. This is no disrespect to Maverick. Great name. He does not look like a major league hitter. So Hendricks has got to take advantage. End this inning right here. Under at second with 2 down. The pitch. Fouled on the first base side. 0-2. Subaru of New England scoreboard. Yankees in Colorado. Just underway. And what do you know? They scored a run in the first inning. 1-zip in the first. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider, and the inning is over. Hendricks works around the error, and he keeps it 3-0. Orioles lead. Hamilton, Rafaela, and Duran after this on the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to seebetterplaybetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's seebetterplaybetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. The Red Sox trailing the O's 3-0. Nick Sogard is going to pinch hit for David Hamilton. Time now for the results of our poll from the New England Chevy dealers. Question of the day. The question was, who should play the most at third base with Bregman out? 71% say Marcelo Meyer, 18% say Devers, and then Sogard and Rafaela.
Well, I can promise you it won't be Devers.
For now.
It won't be Devers.
I know, they are dug in on that.
Yep.
Here's Sogard, who's been so good. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner. I may have just found a new home run call. Sogard, so good.
Oh, I do like that.
I take it right here. 3-0 Orioles in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch, foul back.
Sogard hitting 300 against both lefties and righties.
I mean, he and Toro have been fabulous. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Exciting offers too. The powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. The slider misses in. Close pitch, and it's 1-2. Nothing Baltimore. These fans want something to cheer about. Swinging a foul. Back to the screen.
Good fastball from Aiken. He's got that four-seamer. He loves to pitch into righties with that. He'll throw the slider down and in with 2 strikes. Got a changeup he'll mix in here and there.
The fact that the Red Sox did not score runs against Rogers or Kramer, not good. Here's a high fly into right center field. Coming on is Mullins. He'll wave off Carlson. He's there to make the play. And there's one away. You'll be in Florida a little bit later tonight.
Possibly,
long run for you.
Possibly tomorrow morning. We'll see when the flight gets in.
And you're going to get the moving tape, the boxes out.
Yeah. Start packing, start building a bonfire of children's toys in the backyard.
Jenny's got to burn some of your shoes, too. Here's Cedon Rafaela. The pitch is ripped on the ground, foul just outside of third. You are a clothes horse. I appreciate it about you. You're always styling. You probably have the most immaculate closet of any man that I know.
It's not as crazy as you would think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot. I've gotten to the point where if I'm not wearing something,
you're throwing it.
I don't throw it, I'll donate it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll donate it.
There are a lot of 6'5" handsome fellas who could use your clothes. 0-1 to Rafaela. The pitch is swung on and missed. Yeah, you trade in the old golf gear for the new golf gear, right?
That's pretty much, as radio broadcasters, our uniform.
It's true.
It's our costume. Polos and a quarter zip.
Maybe some Nike shoes. 0-2 to Cedon. One down. The pitch is very close, but called a ball. And it's 1-2. TV broadcasters wear sport coats, some of them over polo shirts.
Not my thing. More of an OB thing.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Rafaela is 0 for 3 today, and they're 2 down. You know, I do think, Will, that with the way this team is, the way the roster is built, a drum beat is going to begin, and I think there's logic to the idea of Roman Anthony joining this team.
Yeah. You know, I've been trying to think through a way to make that a possibility, and I think right now, without injury to an outfielder, is Rafaela being more of a utility player.
No doubt. Here's Duran. Pitch misses in, and here's where it gets.
I don't know if I want it though.
So it's nuanced, but here's what I would say to that: is that Cedon's glove is fabulous. I mean, he's a platinum glove winner in center field. 1-0 to Duran, who's got 3 singles tonight. Here, he takes a pitch outside 2-0. I know the Red Sox are thinking about this. Without Bregman, without Casas, Story is not playing most days now. You need hits. You need offense. And it's not to say that Anthony would come here immediately and rake as Duran takes a strike, but getting your best bats in the lineup any way you can with the roster the way it is seems to make sense.
Yeah, you have to measure, is the impact of Roman Anthony's bat better than what you would miss not having Cedon at center every day?
2-1 is fouled off. To me, that's an easy answer. It really is. I mean, I know Rafaela's awesome. He's got the most runs saved of any center fielder. And again, you got to temper your expectations. It's not like immediately Roman is going to come up and just rake left and right, but got your best players on the roster. 2-2, the pitch to Duran. Ripped into center field. He's 4 for 4. Well, Duran is doing his part. He got Aiken with a shot to center field, and now could the Red Sox ever use a bolt from Devers right here?
Make this a one-run game, please, and thank you. Need that.
I mean, the truth is, Will, they got the right-hander up. That might even be Dominguez again, which seems insane in the Orioles bullpen. It might be Cano, too.
I think that's Cano.
Anyway, Devers, the key hitter right here with Abreu on deck. The pitch to Rafi, down and in, ball 1. No matter what, if Devers could get on base, listen, as great as Abreu's been, you would consider Refsnyder, but again, they got the righty Cano on deck, rather in the bullpen. 1-0 the pitch, swinging a miss. Now it's a nasty slider, and it is 1-1. Jemai Webster's back from the beach. He's in the booth.
Just in time to board that 757 to Milwaukee.
Very similar, wherever he was. 1-1 to Devers. The pitch is outside a slider. He smells like the beach.
Was it another beach vacation for Jemai?
It's unbelievable. 2 in 1 year. What are we doing? I mean, smells like coconut oil and pina coladas. 2-1. Devers drives one high into left field. This thing is back on the track, and it is going to hang up. Mateo in front of the dirt is there to make the play, and the inning is over. 3-0 Orioles after 7 of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
You don't want vacation to end, but with Amex Platinum, you earn 5 times membership rewards points on prepaid hotels and more booked through AmexTravel.com. So you're already planning the next one. Book your room with fine hotels and resorts through Amex Travel and get an upgrade when available. Plus guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout, so you have time to check out the pool before flying off to what's next. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/with Amex CST 10222318.
Art, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Zach Kelly back from AAA, and here he is in the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox trying to hang on here and have themselves a winning homestand, but it is 3-0 Orioles.
We're actually going to let Jemai just take over the last couple innings of play-by-play. Enjoy.
I need a break. It's true.
Wow, thank you guys very much for having me in the Joe Castiglione radio booth.
You got it. Here is Gunnar Henderson, who's had a really good day. Single and a walk. He takes a slider from Kelly downstairs, and that's ball one. Great to see you, Jemai.
It's great to be seen, man. I'm excited for this road trip. See if the fellas can rally here and make it a winning one.
They need it. 1-0 misses outside, but called a strike. Wow.
Thank you.
All right. And it's 1-1. I saw a post you had, Jemai. I thought you were like back in the Virgin Islands. You were just here chilling back at home.
Yeah, I was in my mind. That's for sure.
That's a good way to be. 1-1 is a little bit outside. A cut fastball, 2-1.
So I was just trying to, have the mindset of being on vacation. And that's how it certainly felt for the last 4 games.
We all need it. Over the course of 162, 2-1, the pitch is way outside. This is the thing with Kelly, Will. He needs to throw more strikes. The Red Sox need arms in the bullpen. They sent Guerrero down, who came up for Newcomb, who was DFA'd, and now Zach Kelly, who the stuff is electric, but he falls behind Henderson 3-1, and he walks him.
Yeah, so that's the frustrating thing with Kelly, right? Is you watch the pure stuff. You see upper 90s with movement. You see very good changeup, a slider sweeper that he's developed over the last couple seasons, but just not in the zone nearly enough.
So that's a frustrating start in his return. Jemai, you missed the debut of Marcelo Meyer. He'll hit in the next inning when we come back. He's at shortstop right now is Marcelo, with Sogard at third as Ryan O'Hearn takes a fastball for strike one. Nothing like a good debut, huh?
Yeah, I'm upset that I missed it, but I did watch on TV and listen to you guys as well. He's got some California cool if I ever saw one.
No kidding.
He is unfazed.
0-1 to Ryan O'Hearn, who's had a huge day. He drives another one toward the bullpen and right. Back to his left is Rafaela. He can't get it. It's off a hop. He picks it up with a bare hand off the track. Throw to Meyer, who can't get it. It hits the runner, and that's going to score a run for the Orioles. Meyer picks it up, throws over the third baseman, Sogard. It's a bad news Bears routine, and the Orioles lead it 5-0. Well, on one hand, the Red Sox got very unlucky there. The relay throw from Cedon hit the runner at second base, and it bounced into right. Then Marcelo tried to recover, do too much, and he threw it over the third baseman Sogard's head. This is life with young players, and the Orioles lead by 5.
Well, first things first, Sadon's got to hit his cutoff.
Yep.
Right? No one's getting to that ball. That ball split the outfielders, clanked around on the fence, and Sadon picked it up, chucked it in, but over all of the cutoff men, both of them.
There's Ramon Urias who takes strike 1. So what's the protocol there? Just hit him in the chest, right?
Just throw it through. You teach you to throw it through the cutoff guys.
You know, here's the other thing, Will, as it's 0-1 to Ramon Urias. Kelly's walk looming large. The pitch is down and away, a slider. That one took a bite out of Narvaez. Nobody's going anywhere. I mean, Sadon wants to make the play. He gets onto the warning track. He takes a one hop off the wall. And then a guy who's been here too long, the game speeds up on him. Nobody is running on the bases. He yanks the throw. The 1-1 is a strike. And it can happen with young players, Will, but it's just happened too often with this Red Sox team.
Yeah, and there's going to be, look, with Casas gone, with Bregman out, I mean, this year you're going to run into some growing pains with these young players.
Henderson scores on the throwing error from Rafaela, and O'Hearn scores on the throwing error by Meyer. 1-2 is outside. I do think the next 7, 10, 15 days are enormously important for this club, and that Red Sox Nation may need to temper expectations about what is possible with a team this young. I think we just saw it on display right there. 2-2 to Urias. Kelly sets. He throws way inside. And again, it starts with a Kelly walk. And the Red Sox sent him to AAA to try to find the confidence to throw more strikes, and he walks the leadoff guy, and that sets the wheels in motion. 3-2, 5-0 Orioles. The pitch fouled off from the first base side. Urias has had a big series, a sac fly and a double today.
Yeah, with Bregman going down, the team got incredibly young all of a sudden. It's the 11th youngest roster in Major League Baseball right now, averaging 26.
I'd like to see the other 10, too. I mean, look around the diamond right now. 3-2 pitch is on the ground toward third. Sogard's got it. He throws to first in time, and at last, the first down of the inning. Because, you know, Jemai, that number is an aggregate, because that's from the bullpen for the Red Sox, the age that they got with guys like Hendricks and others. Because look on the field right now.
Right.
Sogard is a second-year player. Meyer is a rookie. Campbell's a rookie. Toro has not had a lot of time. Narvaez behind the plate. He's a rookie. Sadon's second year. Abreu's second year. How can you be any younger? Kelly throws, and a fastball misses up and away. Ball 1.
You know, and I'm looking at Kelly's numbers in AAA. I mean, he had over a 9 ERA, 10 2/3, gave up 9 runs, walked 14.
Not good
So it's
enough.
not like he was dealing there.
1-0. Little looper on the right side. Campbell to his left. He's been really good. He gloves, spins, throws to first in time. Campbell all of a sudden is starting to really figure out second base. They're 2 away.
He looked really good yesterday, the doubleheader. There were, I believe, 3 double plays that he started, going to his left, flipping his body, making nice turns. And then that one, I mean, he covers a ton of ground, slides in shallow right field, spins and throws. That was nice.
We're in the booth where doves cry is 2 down for the left-handed hitting Cedric Mullins. These pigeons, doves, whatever they are, keep flirting right in front of our booth. It's a pitch that is on the outside corner. Strike 1.
Yeah, it must be. What are you wearing? They seem to be attracted.
You're the one
to.
that's got scent.
I just got here. I heard you guys
What is
talking about that earlier.
Bits of Real Panther.
0-1 is a chopper high in front of second base. Meyer picks, throws to first in time. That was nasty from Meyer. And the inning is over. However, he makes an error. Sadon makes an error. 2 unearned runs for the O's after a leadoff walk. And Sweet Caroline, not so sweet. 5-0 O's in the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $22 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Protect your home with exterior portfolio vinyl siding from Riverhead Building Supply. Enjoy coastal warmth and enduring durability with Portsmouth shake and shingle siding. Use Riverhead Building Supply's Visualizer tool to select the exterior portfolio siding style and color for your home. Try it today at rbscorp.com.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Look, I love the traditions of Fenway, but there's just certain days you don't want to hear it.
Does not quite hit just right as the Red Sox come to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. Wilyer Abreu pops it up into shallow right field. Holiday back, Carlson in, and the Oriole right fielder is there to make the play for out number 1. Get sizzling this Memorial Day with the amazing 4-day sale. Shaw's and Star Market beef sirloin steak tips value pack $6.97 a pound when you use the digital coupon. This is Brian Baker, by the way, on the mound, facing now Carlos Narvaez. 5-0. Orioles leading. Sale ends Monday. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, and Jemai Webster popping in for a radio cameo here.
Always happy to be here. Like I said, I listen to you guys on the drive up, and you make a fantastic tandem. Sound fantastic.
Appreciate that, man. Couple Wills in the booth. We got 2 Bens to our right. Ben Wagner, Ben McDonald. When's that ever happened? Consecutive booths at Fenway Park. 2 guys with the same first name.
Wow.
Tusabe, 1-0 to Carlos Narvaez, who's been great today. 2 hits and a walk, and he takes strike on the inside corner. And it is 1-1. Sox got 5 innings from Walker Buehler. 1-1 to Narvaez, misses outside. And it is 2-1. Seven hits for the O's, 8 for the Sox. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He doesn't do that much. Narvaez a slider, and it's 2-2.
Man, Baker can be tough. He's so over the top, right? And the fastball somehow comes out the side, rushes you in, and then the slider, just like that, it's a good pitch for him.
Here's a pop-up into left field. Shortstop Henderson back calling everybody off. He's there to make the play, and very quickly 2 down for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th inning. So it's looking like a 5-5 homestand. Milwaukee day off, and then Atlanta. Red Sox will have Crochet tomorrow against Chad Patrick. Savali and Peralta, the other pitchers in the series for the Brew Crew. Of course, the Braves now have Acuna back, and he homers every day. Here's a shot on 1 hop to short off the bat of Christian Campbell. Henderson throws to first in time. Inning over. Campbell slams his helmet down over at first base. Very quickly retired. To the 9th we go. 5-0 O's. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps businesses dream bigger. Get a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business and earn 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So you can stock up on what you need to take your business further and get rewarded for growing bigger. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/AmexBusiness.
Do you think astronauts fight over elbow room? Probably. Because advanced tech doesn't always mean more space. Until now. Introducing the Hyundai Ioniq 9, a 3-row electric SUV with over 300 miles of range, ultra-fast charging capability, and lots of space. The all-new Hyundai Ioniq 9. Space in an EV. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Ioniq 9 is available in extremely limited quantities at select dealers in select states only. EPA estimated range based on fully charged battery. For comparison purposes only. Actual range will vary based on several factors.
Ya llegaron los descuentazos de Memorial Day en Lowe's. Miembros de My Lowe's ahorran $80 en una parrilla a gas Master Forge de 4 quemadores a solo $149. También ahorran $900 en un refrigerador Hisense con puertas francesas exclusivo de Lowe's a solo $999. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 5/26. Selección varía por lugar. Detalles en Lowe's.com. Programa sujeto a términos y condiciones. Detalles en Lowe's.com/terms. Sujeto a cambios.
When you create a category of SUV, you focus on improving upon it. The large traditional premium utility Lincoln Navigator SUV is all new for 2025. Inspired redesign, both inside and out, is met with a class-exclusive heated powerful third-row bench seat and the class-exclusive Lincoln Splitgate. Experience what it's like to have your wellness placed at the center of it all. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary. Class's large traditional premium utility.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Zach Kelly continues in the game. The Red Sox trail 5-0. An eyesore of a top of the 8th continued a really rough day as Dylan Carlson has got a solo home run, reached on an error his last time, takes a changeup for strike one. Zach Kelly up from AAA. He at times has been so lethal for the Red Sox out of their bullpen. 0-1 pitch. Chop foul on the first base side. And it is 0-2. The truth is, May was always going to be tough for the Red Sox. The gauntlet that is the schedule. The Braves, Mets. Now the Orioles are down, but with the Tigers and Royals right in there. 0-2. To Dylan Carlson. Pitch. Lofted into left field. Duran started in, now back just in front of the track. He's there to make the grab, and there's one away in the top of the 9th. 5-0 O's. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan Postgame Show. Deals going fast. Kickstart your summer at the Nissan Summer Sales event.
Yeah, this schedule has not been easy this month for sure, and it's only going to get worse, at least as you start the month of June, too, with the Yankees around the corner.
Jorge Mateo swings and misses. Will, you were around when certain seasons needed to be kick-started with the dudes in pinstripes coming to town. New York, right now 31-20, leading in Colorado, although now it's tied at 2 in the third. The 0-1 is fouled off at worst. The Red Sox 6.5 back of the Yankees at best. 5.5 opening play on Memorial Day tomorrow. It's a couple weeks away, but we're a third of the way through the season. The Red Sox need to find a way to get it going. The 0-2 popped up, shallow center field. Cedon drifts in. He's there to make the play, and they're 2 down.
Well, I got a spot you guys got to go in Milwaukee tonight when you get in.
Carnivore?
Carnivore.
Oh.
You been there?
Big steak? I heard of it.
We went last year. Jamai, you were there.
Okay.
How'd you know it was a steak place?
I mean, you and your beef, my friend. You love it.
It's also called Carnivore.
That gave it away. I think that gave it away completely.
Here's Jackson Holiday, left-handed hitter. You and your beef. Here's a ground ball to first as Toro goes down to a knee. He flips. No, he won't. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox need 5. In the bottom of the 9th, O's all over the Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive competent collisions are providing enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
Lowe's sabe que ahora más que nunca buscas el precio más bajo. Por eso, cuenta con nuestra garantía de precios bajos para obtener lo que necesitas a precios competitivos para tus proyectos. Y si encuentras un artículo igual a un precio más bajo que califica, te lo igualaremos. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Igualación de precio aplica al artículo igual con un precio actual en tiendas calificadas. Aplican términos y exclusiones. Detalles en lowes.com/garantía precios bajos.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Andrew Kittredge is on for the Orioles as we go into the bottom of the ninth. He was really good yesterday in Game 2. Bottom 9, and he'll see Marcelo Meyer, who does have his first big league hit, out of the way. But a discouraging close to this 4-game series with the Orioles. Red Sox won the first 2. Poised to drop the last 2. Meyer 1 for 3 with a base hit. He's also grounded out a couple of times on the right side of the infield. Kittredge throws, and Marcelo takes a strike. On the outside corner, it's 0-1.
I'm excited to see Meyer just get settled in, right? Get through these first couple games. It's such a whirlwind when you first come up. Your family's here.
1-1.
Although I think his family is coming to Milwaukee as well.
Really?
From what it sounded like.
Love that. They're in the second row here. May 2nd, 2012 was Will Middlebrook's big league debut. The 1-1 misses low. Did you have time to get mom and dad to the ballpark?
Yeah, they got here. They weren't coming from California, though. They were flying out of Dallas, a little closer.
Yeah. You hit a little dribbler on the third baseline for your first big league hit. 2-1 is down and away. You'll tell your kids it was an absolute rocket. Now, in your first big league game, you also later on hit an absolute missile down the right field line, didn't you?
Yeah, double. That's right. Yep. Down into the corner. A stolen base.
3-1 to Meyer is lofted foul into the seats on the third base side.
Yeah, it's a good time. You know, my parents made it here. My good buddy Ryan Mallett was backing up Brady, so he was able to come over and spend that special time with me as well.
3-2 to Marcelo. 5-0 Orioles. Pitch is popped again, foul. Rest in peace, Ryan Mallett. I know you guys were so close, Will, and you did so much to help him get his life right. And what a tragic way for him to lose his life, a drowning. But very cool that he was here on that second day of May in 2012. 3-2 is ripped into the gap in right center field. Hello, Marcelo. That one bounces on 2 hops to the wall. Meyer into second base, his first big league extra base hit. Sweet as it can be, his second knock and a leadoff double in the 9th.
Well, he's been swinging it all year, right? He's been using the whole field. He's been hitting fastballs, off speed, everything. That was a really good at bat against a tough arm in Kittredge, which he did see yesterday. Kittredge got him to chase sliders down below the zone yesterday, gets one up there, and that ball was pummeled.
So here's Abraham Toro. That'll likely get the Orioles' high leverage relievers going. The pitch to Abraham is a soft ground ball, foul. Outside of first, it's 5-0 Orioles. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. We got a frisky couple of pigeons and doves. I don't know what those are, but they're everywhere here at Fenway Park. It's a couple that sort of flies after each other and fights. One of them is now in front of the Red Sox dugout, the other in front of the O's dugout. 1-1. Here's a ground ball up the middle into center field. The Bull does it again. Meyer is going to score his first big league run. Red Sox have life in the 9th. It's 5-1.
Nice rally starter.
Toro just keeps swinging a hot bat, right? I mean, it had that dunk-in double earlier, but 2 homers yesterday. He just keeps getting himself in good count, staying behind the baseball and hitting the ball hard. What I thought was cool was that ball that Marcelo Meyer hit for the double came in towards the Orioles dugout. They handed it over to his family that's sitting over right by their dugout.
Oh, how cool is that? Been a lot of that today. Here's Nick Sogard, who's had a good day. He fouls it off straight back to the screen.
I believe that was his dad that they handed it to. Pretty neat.
Those are the owner's seats. I've had the good fortune to sit there before. That's a good time. Everything free. 0-1 to Sogard. Fans are alive all of a sudden. The pitch is swung on a miss. Sinker heavy there. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, Kittredge adds good stuff. He's known for that slider. He throws it a ton, but still 95, 96 with super sink like we just saw right there.
The Meyers are sitting right next to the Orioles dugout, second row. Those are as good as you can have at Fenway Park.
Watching his dad as his son rounded third base, and his eyes were just locked on.
You kidding me? 0-2. He is low. Because, Will, here's the thing about it. You think about what Marcelo's dad has done, his mom too. Think about all the times on the California, Arizona, Mexico border, watching their kid, taking him to Little League games on fields with maybe not much grass on a given day. 1-2 to Sogard. Here's the pitch. Is a foul ball. And you're a parent of 2 young kids. I am too. I lose my mind on the backfields in Providence that are dirt when my kid hits a line drive into left field at 6 years old. Can you imagine?
No.
20 years old, 22 in Meyer's case, seeing him here. Here's a ground ball foul outside of first. And what that must feel like in your entire body. Seeing a kid that you were in the delivery room for, and you drove him to all these T-ball and Little League and AAU and travel games and high school. You watched him get drafted, and here he is at Fenway delivering. 1-2 to Sogard. 5-1 the score. The pitch is called a strike. That was on the outside corner. Sogard is gone, and there's one away.
Yeah, to your point, Will, I just think every parent's dream is to see their kid's dream come true, right? That's what it's all about. It's to see all the work that goes in, and you spend so much time helping them get there, just to see it happen right in front of you.
Well, and also in this living museum, as Cedon chops it foul on the third base side, like, again, I just can't wrap my head around the idea. He's in the second row at Fenway Park, looking out, and here comes his boy 50 feet in front of him, rounding third and scoring a run at this place.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
5-1 O's. The 0-1 to Rafaela fouled off in on the hands. And the truth is, I mean, that swing into the gap in right center field and the base running, we all have to temper our expectations, but this is what baseball fandom is about, is dreaming on young men and what they could mean to a franchise. 0-2 to Cedon. A pitch is loop foul on the first base side, now to play. Did you feel that pressure, Will, especially in an organization like the Red Sox, where fans see you as sort of the sign of hope to come?
Yeah, you do feel it a little bit, and a lot comes with you're a top prospect, and there's all these expectations that go along with your game, and coming up in 2012, it was a tough year to be a Red Sox fan.
0-2 is a soft ground ball on the left side. The third baseman, Arias, has been awesome. He throws to second, and they get the lead runner, Toro. And so the Red Sox are down to their final out.
So, yeah, that's a real thing. But I think what we're seeing with Marcelo and Roman and even Christian Campbell, as he burst onto the scene last season, these guys have been getting a lot of publicity and a lot of hype. That's a lot different than when it was when I was coming up. It just... with social media and all the outlets, there's just so much more.
People know so much more about them. They have more expectations. The players themselves engage more with the fans. How big the 2 unearned runs are here as Duran comes up. And Rafael is going to take the bag on indifference. A strike on the outside corner to Duran. How fun this would be if the Orioles had not scored those 2 runs off Kelly in the 8th inning. It'd be 3-1. You'd have the tying run at the plate. Instead, Not only do you need Duran to reach, Devers to reach, but one more. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sawed off there with a fastball, and the Red Sox are down to their last strike. 5-1 Orioles. Sox in danger of dipping back below 500. 0-2 to Duran, who's 4 for 4 today. 4 absolute lasers. Does he have another hit in him? 0-2. The pitch is outside. That was a splitter. And it is a ball and 2 strikes.
He has one 5-hit game in his career.
Yep. July 2nd, 2 years ago. No time like the present to match it. 1-2. Cedon at second. 5-1 O's. 2 down in the 9th. Here's the pitch. And it is swung on and missed. He got him. Ball game over. And the Red Sox, after taking the first 2 of this series, split the 4-game set. They split the 10-game homestand. And they head to Milwaukee for Memorial Day, a game below 500. More disappointment at Fenway. We'll have the Nissan postgame show on the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies the same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at Lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
When you're with Amex Business Platinum, you have the card that helps businesses dream bigger. Get a flexible spending limit that adapts with your business and earn 1.5 times membership rewards points on select business purchases. So you can stock up on what you need to take your business further and get rewarded for growing bigger. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Not all purchases will be approved. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/Amex Business.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
When you create a category of SUV, you focus on improving upon it. The large traditional premium utility Lincoln Navigator SUV is all new for 2025. Inspired redesign, both inside and out, is met with a class-exclusive heated powerful third-row bench seat and the class-exclusive Lincoln Splitgate. Experience what it's like to have your wellness placed at the center of it all. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary. Class's large traditional premium utility.
This is the Nissan Postgame Show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Well, a disappointing conclusion to this 10-game homestand and this 4-game series for the Red Sox. They fall today in the nightcap and the finale of this 4-game series, 5-1 and a 5-5 homestand. The Orioles, who have just been so down on their luck, come in and take the last 2 of this series. So Boston will head to Milwaukee, a game below 500, 27-28. Joe Wiles going to have the Nissan postgame show. The Red Sox, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Rather, that's the Orioles, and 5 left. The Red Sox, 1-10-3-9. Kittredge was on the mound and did a great job, but Kramer's the winner, Bueller's the loser. It took 2 hours and 38 minutes in front of 36,824. Tomorrow, Memorial Day, the Red Sox will be in action in the middle of the day. It is a 2:10 East Coast start time. Garrett Crochet will try to get the Red Sox back to 500 against Chad Patrick, a right-hander for the Brewers. Doug Lane here at Fenway. David Azer, flagship station, WEEI. for Will Middlebrooks and Joe Weil. Will Fleming saying so long from the Joe Castiglione broadcast booth. Sox fall 5-1. Off to Milwaukee. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ya llegaron los descuentazos de Memorial Day en Lowe's. Miembros de My Lowe's ahorran $80 en una parrilla a gas Master Forge de 4 quemadores a solo $149. También ahorran $900 en un refrigerador Hisense con puertas francesas exclusivo de Lowe's a solo $999. Lowe's, nosotros ayudamos, tú ahorras. Válido hasta 5/26. Selección varía por lugar. Detalles en Lowe's.com. Programa sujeto a términos y condiciones. Detalles en Lowe's.com/terms. Sujeto a cambios.
Next level pet people give their dogs next level protection from parasites with NexGard Plus, afoxolaner, moxidectin, and pyrantel chewable tablets. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting a preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's Tracy from Lily's of Charleston.
Hi, y'all. We make barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and specialty popcorn.
They get help from Amazon to grow their small business faster.
They handle all our shipping and logistics, which is a big help.
All loaded up. Have a great day, Tracy.
Hot stuff, Tracy.
Ooh, honey.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Lowe's knows that no matter your paint or stain project, saving is at the top of your to-do list. Save now with buy one, get one half off select paints, stains, and primers from top brands like Valspar, HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams, and Cabot via Visa gift card rebate. Find more Memorial Day deals now at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 5/15 through 5/28.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And you're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Joe Weil with you inside the Joe Castiglione radio booth here at Fenway Park. Red Sox lose 5-1 against the Baltimore Orioles, so they ultimately split the 4-game set. The Sox now 27-28 on the year. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund, and today Red Sox pitchers had 5 strikeouts, so that means another $350 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. And for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, the Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cards for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.com to donate your card today. That is Cars with a K. The Sox end up smacking 10 hits in this one, but ultimately can't get the job done with runners in scoring position. Really, all day long, they just go 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and they leave 9 men on base in this game. Nice to see Marcelo Meyer get his first career knock. He had 2 hits in this one and scored the lone run. But again, the Sox lose by a score of 5-1 against the O's. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Back with more of the Nissan Postgame Show right after this, along the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
Get Memorial Day savings now at the Home Depot with free delivery and up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like Whirlpool. Store dinners and keep your coolers iced for sports practice with the large storage and ice capacity of a Whirlpool refrigerator from the Home Depot. Celebrate Memorial Day with savings on select appliances right now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid May 15th through June 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
The South Coast Health Heart and Vascular Program is nationally recognized year after year for providing world-class care. Our heart and vascular team goes above and beyond to deliver the best clinical care and most compassionate service. You receive the time, attention, and communication you need to feel most comfortable, because at South Coast Health, you are what matters most. We are South Coast Health Heart and Vascular. Visit southcoast.org/heart to learn more.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $22 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Your dream getaway
Welcome in.
starts at the airport. With Amex Platinum, you get access to the Centurion Lounge, where you can find space to send off that last work email, fill up on premium dining, and finally, relax for up to 3 hours before takeoff. You might even wish your layover could last just a little longer.
Flight to Mexico, now boarding.
Oh, that's me.
That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. For more information, visit americanexpress.com/withAmex.
What's on your list when considering a luxury SUV? Inspired design and comfort, impressive performance. If so, the 2025 Lincoln Aviator SUV checks every box, and then some. The Aviator offers an available 28-speaker sound system, perfect position front seats, best-in-class horsepower and torque, and much more. That makes the list of SUVs you're considering become much shorter. Discover it for yourself by visiting your local Lincoln retailer. Lincoln, the power of sanctuary. Classes large crossover premium utility starting at MSRP under $150,000.
Need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Perfect for seamless streaming, gaming, and working from home. And now get Cox 300 meg internet for only $50 a month with a 2-year plan price lock guarantee and equipment included. So get your household up to speed. Switch to Cox Internet today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
2-2 to Meyer. Kramer throws. And Marcelo lines it into left field. That's a base hit. He's got his first in the big leagues. Meyer's around first. Welcome to the show, Marcelo Meyer.
Pretty easy choice for the McFarland Energy play of the game. Upgrade your air conditioning system before the summer rush at McFarlandEnergy.com. Marcelo Meyer, he ends up going 2 for 4 in this game, but that highlight you just heard, called by Will Fleming, the first career hit in the big league career of Marcelo Meyer. This weekend's been a long time coming for a guy that was drafted 4th overall in 2021. Awesome to see him on the diamond. Yes, he did make an error in this game that led to a run, but nice to see him get his first big league hit, and also it was with his family in attendance as well. So that 0 for 4 effort yesterday, he was just saving it for a game like today with his family actually here at Fenway Park having a chance to watch it. You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. A little love goes a long way in the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll focus specifically on scores within the division, and the Yankees are taking on the Rockies. They lost the first game against the Rockies in this series, but the Yankees bounced back yesterday, and New York now has a 3-2 lead over Colorado in the top of the 5th inning. You'd figure the Yankees would win this game. We'll see how it all plays out, but that's just because the Rockies are 9-43 on the year. Other game in progress, it's between Tampa Bay and the Blue Jays. They actually just went final. Tampa Bay a winner 13-0 against Toronto in that one. And fans, don't forget to tune in to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show that's coming up tomorrow at 1:10 on Memorial Day. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Garrett Crochet takes the hill for the Sox. 4-3, 1.98 ERA, and it's against Chad Patrick. That'll be in Milwaukee, kicking off a 3-game set against the Milwaukee Brewers. Sox will try to get back to 500 for the 14th time this season. They've now dipped below it at 27-28. They got their pig on the mound, though, and hopefully he can deliver for the Red Sox in that series opener against the Brewers. You've been listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience a thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Want to thank our broadcast crew today. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, Jemai Webster hopped on for a couple innings as well. That was awesome. Our engineer extraordinaire, Doug Lane, and David Azer back at the flagship WEEI. I'm Joe Wild giving you the final one final time. Baltimore 5, Boston 1. Thanks for listening along the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Red Sox Review is coming up next on WEEI.
You have been listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. You have been listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good.
And it's gone!
Buy Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Wait a minute, he got him!
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. CCLCO.com.
Way back! Grand Slam!
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone!
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov, the Department of Veteran Affairs, Hackman Wealth Partners, Boston's premier retirement planning specialist.
This ball is crushed and it is gone.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Grand slam, home run.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth. And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
At the wall, gone!
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico.